What?
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to my bot doesn't work, so something's exploding already. Noise. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Welcome to the Monday stream. Hope it's going well, everybody. Did the bot ever work? That's a hella good question. Ask it once you find it. We have a new problem we've not heard before. Like, now the best duckling doesn't work. I don't know why. We'll figure it out over the course of the day, I reckon. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 and welcome in. Now it's working. Great. Wonderful. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me get you your ducks back. Oop, sorry about that. There we go. There we go. Keep your ducks. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Afid, good morning, and congratulations on the first. Hello, Afid. Siren! Good morning, Siren. Ken say good afternoon. And thank you for the hydrate. Hold up. Appreciate it. Menton, good afternoon. Hello, Galondia, good afternoon. Afid, thank you for the 52. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. MJM, good afternoon. Valiant! Valius! Good morning! Hello, Valius! Ring Song, hello, Ring Song. Jolty, how you doing? We're all ducks? Everyone's a duck. I mean, I'm a duck. Like, yeah. We're turning everyone into ducks. Not for nefarious purposes. As far as everybody knows. Craig, good morning, Craig. Loki too, how you doing? Hello, Loki. How is it going, everybody? Arian, good afternoon. Noble Spice, hello, Noble. Misty, good morning. Hello, hello. Krembo, good evening. Hello, Krembo. The world would be a better place if everyone was a duck. There is a difference between the world would be a better place without humans and the world would be a better place if everyone was a duck. Ducks are kind of like dolphins. Adorable, but monsters. Absolute monsters. Hope you're all doing well. Kensei, you are the best duckling. Oh, now it's working. Okay, cool. Now it's working. It's still like super blotchy on the post-it, but at least best duckling is working now. I appreciate that. I saw like Kensei redeem it earlier and then the bot didn't respond to it. And also there was nothing. There was just nothing. Great. Okay, Twitch, darling Twitch. I hate this website. Why the fuck is there a hype train? Why is that there? Nothing happened. Like, literally nothing happened. What the fuck? I'm very happy that Avid resub too, but... Huh? That's not how this works. There is a minimum number of events that need to happen before these trigger. Why is this triggering? That is probably why, Avid, but it shouldn't. That's not how this works. Fuck this website, seriously. God. If we had another streaming service with, like, discoverability and features akin to Twitch that had a viewer base, I'd be gone. This site is awful. Quit complaining? Why would I quit complaining, Valius? I have clearly set this up in a way that is... Loki, thank you for the 2 months. More event! Thank you, Loki. The reason why I'm complaining about this is because I set this up in a specific way and Twitch is not doing it the way that I like set it up in the menu. So I am complaining about the menu. Why are you telling me to quit complaining? The fuck? Maybe Avid's renewal was especially enthusiastic. It has to be. It has to be. Loki, thank you very much. And before stream was cute waiting for the stream to start. Nope. Nope. Looking at events right now. Nope. Nothing like that. Nothing. I have to make up for lost time. That's fair, Relius. 52 is pretty special. 52 is a lot. I mean, 1 month is a lot, if you ask me, Ebert. 52 is a long time, it's true. Alright, everyone. So, let's talk admin before we do things today, shall we? Let's do like admin shit. Whee! Hold up, I need to move chat to a different monitor, otherwise I can't see you anymore. And that would be tragic. No, please stop doing that. That's bad. That's even more tragic. Here we go. Behold, I bring to you schedule. No. I don't want an HR meeting. No, admin, not HR. Don't worry, Siren. Don't worry. I didn't report you this time. Do we know if Razor's a mod? At any given time, I don't know, Valius. At any given time, I don't know either. Every time someone redeems that thing, I first have to unmod him, and then I see, oh, Razor isn't currently a mod, and then I have to mod him afterwards. Every single time. Hold up, I need to hide the little audio duck. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Aha! The artist didn't have dyslexia. The original one, you might realize what the original shirt says. Hey, sulking. And we're playing Octopath 2. Ooh, enjoy. Enjoy. Octopath 2 is a game that I super bounced off of. But I hope you have fun with it. Aaliyah, thank you for the 10 bits. And greetings, hope you're doing well. Hey, Lich, how you doing? Ahoy to you too. And Kensei, oh god. Oh boy, that's a lot of points. All right. Let me start that up if it wants to. So, for those of you that don't know, oh no, it logged me out. That's great. I love websites that log me out. For those of you that are unaware, we have a Streamloots collection, and Streamloots is like a system where you can like get card packs and you can play cards and they do stuff on stream. Most notably, there's one that plays a quack sound, which people spam at me all the time, but there's a bunch of things in there. And Kensei has redeemed probably like the priciest thing we have at the moment for channel points. And I am there it is. And I've never not gotten a heart attack from it. I'm about to make a link and post it at you all. Give me that. And the first 5 people to click on that link and redeem the thingy get free cards. Thank you, Kensei. Really, really appreciate it. Here's your latency check. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everybody. We've also apparently been given permission to touch all the duck. That's correct. That's absolutely correct, Ring. These messages have the only purpose of giving me an emote, nothing personal. Thank you for the 10 bits, Leah. What emote is it? Is there a Twitch campaign for emotes again? Instead, there's no auto battle mode for quick level grinding. That's because it's not a fucking mobile game, Soul King. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't wish this shit into existence. No, actually, you know what? I'm choosing to be mad at this. Oh god. I'm choosing to be mad at this. But I'm gonna be mad at this in Scrungle form. That's the wrong Scrungle. I'm really good at my job. Here we go. Oh, this one still has Aphid equipped. Wonderful. So I'm gonna choose to be fucking mad at this, Soul King, because this is dog shit. People going like, oh, I want this to have like auto battle mode for level ups. That's what got us Disgaea 6. That's the shit that got us Disgaea 6. No, just fucking no. Get this mobile game time optimization dog shit out of my actual fucking games. Get this out of here. No, I'm not tolerating that. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Ugh, disgusting. I'm actively irate right now. Thank you. Jimmy, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Oh, for the hype train, yeah. This is why it's set to a minimum trigger threshold. Yeah, this is why it's set to a minimum trigger threshold. So that they don't just randomly pop up when nothing's happening and then randomly fail. Because this is stupid. There, we'll equip an Aphid. There's a reason why I didn't switch off the screen. There we go. Valius, you are the best duckling. Well done, well done. I'll get to talk about this schedule in a while. Like, I'll get to talk about this. We'll get there. Looks like Paimon, excuse me. I'm a duck. What do you mean? How dare you? Ride Ring Song 6 wasn't even a mobile game. It was just auto dog shit. The entire fucking game was balanced around, ooh, you've got like auto progression set up so you don't actually have to play it. No, fuck right off. Disgaea 6 is one of the biggest disappointments in like franchised games ever. Like, the entire game isn't worth playing. It's absolute trash. Play 5. 5's good. Play 7. 7's insane. Like, play 7. Actually, just play 7. 7's really bloody good. Why? Because they took all this shit out. Ugh. Awful. I do have that one. Big recommend. Really, really good game. There's a bunch of other things that are wrong with 5, but with 6. But the reliance on like this auto mode dog shit that they put in to please absolutely no one is like the big center problem. Get spear out? What do you mean? Misty, sushi. It has sushi. The enemies attack animations, some take like a minute to attack, and I'm like, come on, well, we're somewhat young. Yeah, I am in favor of like an option that turns off animations for grinding, but really, like, really get this new age dog shit opinion away from me. Play Disgaea 1 and 3, they're insanely good stories. I agree, Ringsong. In fact, Disgaea 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 are all recommends. I would recommend all of these. I think I like 7 over all of the old traditional ones, which feels like heresy. This feels wrong to say, but I like 7 a lot. Like, a lot. And then afterwards, it's 3... 1, 2, 4... No. 7... 3, 5, 1, 2, 4? But like 4 doesn't rank last because it's bad. 4 is pretty good. It's just some of the characters didn't vibe with me. I don't know. I don't think... No, I'd need to think about that more. Am I familiar with the cosplaying Dax plushies? I am not at all, Jolty. I've never heard of it. Tell me more. While you do that, I'm going to talk about my schedule real quick so we can get done with this bit. Hold up. So, schedule. We've got a couple of things this week. None of them, like, nothing matters. Well, nothing matters to begin with, but here is what we have. A duck plushie in a shark suit. Hold up. Okay, you're going to see VTube Studio for a second. Big surprise, cares on the monitor capture. Do you mean... We're gonna add this siren. I want to add a siren. That one? I love my little duck shark. She's wonderful. No, but I've never heard of them. Alright, so, schedule. Today we're doing Aethermancer. Then we're doing a bunch of new shit. So, we're pretending to be a variety channel again. Don't worry. Once Friday hits, we're not a variety channel anymore. Like, the beginning of the end. For today, we'll play some Aethermancer because I'm currently still hyped about Aethermancer. I want to try some new builds. Aethermancer's really good. Tomorrow we're going to look at Menace, which is a demo that's been given to me for a squad-based, turn-based tactics. I don't want to say XCOM, but XCOM-y thing game. We're doing that on Tuesday. Actually kind of hyped for Menace. I've had this on radar for a while, and it'll be good to play some turn-based tactics for a bit. It's almost like that's my niche. It's almost like that's what I normally do. There is a chance, I'd say there's about a 20% chance for a Wednesday stream. I can't promise anything yet, but we'll see. Then on Thursday might be a bit of a mixed day. We're going to start out with the new Daemon Ex Machina, which is a mech action fighting game thingy. Dark Souls, but mechs. The new one just released-ish. And they threw a key at me and I went like, why not? Might as well do variety stuff, right? We might also do some more Aethermancer on Thursday. And then things change. Then it's Friday, and Time Stranger releases. And I hope none of you expect anything else out of me except playing Digimon for the next 2 weeks. Because that's what I'm gonna do. Starting Friday, I'm playing Digimon. Done. If you're wondering what the next week's schedule is going to look like, it's Digimon. That's it. That's it. Done. There might be a fucking Sunday stream. There might just be a Sunday stream because I'm pretty sure I want to play Time Stranger. Digimon or Uma? Digimon. Uma right now, I'm I'm a bit struggling with Uma at the moment. I'm struggling to find like most of the motivation to do anything in it. It turns out the like post-honeymoon period for Uma is pretty fucking harsh. Like I'm doing runs every now and again, but overall, I've done every imaginable run that I wanted to do now, right? And repeating the same thing over and over and over again is getting really fucking annoying. And I'm in the habit of quitting games once they become annoying. I don't know. It's really difficult. As a Twitch streamer, as a content creator, you're inherently a tourist, right? Like, if you want to use that word, like you're inherently touristy. You find a game that you play, that you might enjoy, and then you move on to the next thing. Some of us move on to like the next big thing that happens. Some of us are trend chasing, which I don't mean in a negative way whatsoever. And some of us just look for like the next thing. Some of us are like main one game and they don't care about new things releasing to begin with, right? I don't know, with Uma that has hit really, really fucking hard. Because it turns out, even though we got all of these cool new events and every now and again we get a new Uma, I can't pull for any of those without paying like tremendous amounts of money. Because the income, even after the patch, is kind of shit. So you just do the same thing. Day in, day out, right? Even the monthly events in Uma are just do a normal career. That's it. He'll be back when Christmas Augury out. I don't care for Christmas Augury sulking. At all. I know the horse is meta, but it's a horse that's meta to do the same thing that you were doing before. I'm not interested in that. I want to see the next scenario. Like, the next scenario is going to be interesting, but I think I've played enough URA runs, for God's sake. You are the duck? Yes! Yes, Dolty, hello. I'm Karen. My eyes are up here. The human underneath, that's Zoe. That's my stream mascot, Zoe. She's here to help me reach, like, the things on the high shelf. I've been playing Uma a lot lately either. Yeah, exactly, Loki, right? How's my foot doing? Sir Raiden, good morning. How's my foot doing? It's still in a cast. This will not change for the next 4 to 5 weeks. It's itchy like a motherfucker. That's what it is. It's annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Thank you for asking, though. Yeah, it's broken bones, right? Broken bones. It's so adorable, right? Thank you. Thank you. I think so, too. Two Hichi runs. Hichi is a streamer. Hichi Amazon is a horse. Those two things are different. Now you have an improvised weapon? Oh no, no I do not. The recoil damage is too strong, Sir Ryan. The recoil damage is too strong. Anyway, to round up the section about the schedule real quick. Friday, Digimon Time Stranger. Digimon Story Time Stranger specifically. This will fix me. That's what I've been saying all last week. Once Digimon comes out, that's gonna fix me. Don't worry about it. That's gonna fix me. That's gonna fill the hole of missing hyperfixation. After having played the demo, I kind of want to come up with like a, I don't want to say challenge run. We're going to play on hardest difficulty we can play on anyway. But I kind of want to come up with like something for it, something that makes it a bit more like audience interacty, other than just I'm going to name everything after you, which we're going to do anyway, right? But I want to, I don't know, like the inspiration has not struck me. Blindfolded fights. Honestly, not the worst idea ever, Affit. You know what, Affit? That's a pretty decent idea. I do like the thought. Yeah, we're gonna do, you know what, Affit? We're gonna do that. I don't know how yet. Might be a channel point redeem. We might make it a card. I think we are going to do blindfolded fight. Yeah. After I started playing the demo, God, the demo got me so fucking hyped during song. I was already excited for like, hey, the next Cyber Sleuth, because Cyber Sleuth is insane. Absolutely incredible game. However, the demo was just, damn. The last time you did that, you hated it? Wait, what was the last time I did blindfolded fights? Affid. Blindfolding Zoe don't care. Well, wouldn't you like to know? What was the last time I did blindfolded fights and hated it? I know the last, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield, no. Pokemon Sword and Shield wasn't the last time we did it, and to be honest, my problem with blindfolded fights in Pokemon Sword and Shield wasn't that I hated it. I thought the game was mediocre. The fact that I beat almost every single fight that we did blindfolded first try, except for the champion at the very end, was kind of a bit of a fucking disgrace. I thought that was the one thing that was fun about that playthrough. I remember Temtem blindfolded, which was okay. I still don't know what the final boss is. Because the 2 times we fought it on stream, you fuckers blindfolded me for it. There was not enough sound difference between animations, so you hated it. That's not a hating it effort, that is I can't distinguish anything from it, so I don't know what's happening. Hating it is a different thing. In my mind, I was going through like, okay, which games have I played where I had like a visceral reaction to it? Like, what did we do blindfolded that I like absolutely couldn't stand? Yeah, I remember we tried this in Cyber Sleuth, and the sound distinguishing, like the menuing wasn't distinguished enough. So I went, oh, this doesn't work. That wasn't hating it. That was going, okay. Can't do that without like hundreds of hours of training, which obviously as a streamer picking up a blind isn't a thing I'll get to do, right? We still need an Olgusa. No, we still need a Yowling run to begin with Ring Song. I'm waiting for like games to die down again before we do Yowling, because I don't want to just pick up Yowling and then drop it in the middle. I want to pick it up and then like do a full playthrough of it, but I'll need like a week or 2 or 3 in order to do that. So, yeah, you know. But it's not going to be all goose. Care blindfolded pizza taste test from chat's topping suggestions? What would even be the logistics of that? Hey, Elzerath, good morning. What would even be the logistics of that? Still love that after the main demo explore area has an Easter egg about Chrono Cross. Is it? There's a barrel you could see, and if you talk to it like 4 times, it goes from saying no answer, it's just a barrel. You mean the giant plush with the Digimon inside that's trying to hide as a plush, right? You know what? That is very likely a Chrono Cross reference. That seems really very likely, because the wording on it is also almost exactly that, right? Almost exactly that. I said the playthrough gets cursed. No, we're still going to pick up from where we left off. I know we did like 1.5 stream, like we did like a half stream on it. We're still going to pick up from there, Effort. Let your wife order the pizza and pray as usual. I love her. I don't trust her that much. Felt like a reference to something. Didn't realize Chrono Cross did it. I didn't realize at all, mostly because none of the Chrono games have ever massively interested me. That includes Chrono Trigger. I'm sorry. Go complain somewhere else. Which Barrel was an Atelier reference. Damn. That's another series I never got into. Nemo desperately wanted me to get into Atelier, and I just never got into it. I played Ryza? I think it was Ryza, and I put like 20 hours in, and then I was sitting there going like, I failed to see the point. In theory, I should love everything about it, right? Like you hoard materials, you hoard inventory, you craft things, you advance. All of these things are stuff that I deeply, deeply love. But it all felt so pointless. A pre-plan and topping a slice worth, but said that was more a poke at our pizza chats. I wouldn't know a single place around here where you can like order a pizza with like toppings per slice. In fact, pizzas by slice is as far as I'm concerned, a very American idea. Can't get into too much. It's like the combat is so fucking whack. I don't like, at least in Ryza, I didn't like the combat at all. The dungeon explorations felt a bit drawn out. But this is probably another example where I played the odd one out, right? Where I played the one game that isn't like the rest of the series. This is what happened with Mountain Blade. For those of you that know the Mountain Blade series, I'll give you one guess which Mountain Blade I played and then decided I didn't like it. Never even heard of that before? What, Atelier? Atelier is a JRPG series about an alchemist, different alchemists making items for clients. My guess is the bad one. You guessed correctly, Loki. That is uncanny. Well done. I've heard the Iris trilogy due to it being more classic JRPG. 2 is amazing mechanically. Interesting. Of toppings per slice before? Yeah, no, I haven't either, Jolty. I haven't either. I haven't played the Mountain Blade games. I've done a 4-way split before. Not sure I could make an 8th without it getting weird. I mean, we've done half and half before. I'm pretty sure restaurants understand that, but like anything past that, I'd feel like I'd be a bother. So I don't know about that. A good chunk of them are actually time management until the more modern games hit. Yeah. I don't know, Sinjin. I feel like I could just play Recettear, right? Racketeer. However the fuck you pronounce Racketeer. Magnus! A duck! A duck! Capitalism, oh, exactly. See, you get it, you get it. Hold on, let me fetch the Magnus. You know that this is all gonna fucking disappear the second the model switches back, right? You know that these don't carry over. I mean, this was gonna be an exercise in these things not carrying over. Are there modern games though? Surely someone made something cool in the time since. Potionomics. Potionomics was something I was really excited about because the animations look cool, but overall the story kind of left me a bit cold. And Igor, good evening, Igor. Hello, hello. Never got into the sequel though. Chantilly's was a huge fucking disappointment. I did not like This does not work. How could you think this works? This just flat out does not work, Kensei. No. Recettear. Okay, so it is Recettear. Good. Like, I was made fun of, like, a couple of times for going like, oh, like, it's Recettear. No, it's clearly Racketeer because it's supposed to be a play on words for racketeering. Like, no, it's not. I mean, it's supposed to be. There's a reason why Tier remarks on, hey, maybe you might want to call the shop something else when Reset tries to call it that. But, nope. I had having only 30 minutes lunch break. Ah, Galondia, stay safe, okay? Each person gets their own pizza. Here in Rome, you also get a souffle to go along with it, a deep-fried ball of rice and tomato sauce with some cheese inside. What do you mean each person gets their own pizza? What the fuck are you talking about, Aaliyah? You're not Magical Pizza Land where, like, with your birth certificate, you get handed, like, your very own recipe for your very own pizza that only you are allowed to make. If that is true, I need to move. But it might be too late for me. I've bounced off them before finishing. Yeah, same else. I find them enjoyable myself, but at the end of the day, Atelier straight up find the set of games you like. We're constantly changing things up. That's what Nemu said as well, Sinjin. That's what Nemu said as well. I don't know. The other problem is that I find it difficult to, like, get into them because, like, I tried Ryza and didn't like it, and then everyone says, like, hey, the others are different. But I'm not gonna shell out fucking $60 to, like, blind pick another Atelier game just to see whether I like it or not, right? The other problem with them is that they're all tremendously fucking expensive. So, like, I don't know. What? Read an upgraded version. It's one of the few modern... what? Okay. I've been oddly enjoying going back through the OG Final Fantasy. Sari is doing that on stream at the moment. Sari is playing every Final Fantasy starting with 1. She's what, on 5 now? And I talked to her and was like, hey, Sari. But World of Final Fantasy isn't on your list. What do you mean? Why are you playing, like... Why are you playing the bad ones? Play World of Final Fantasy. It's the best Final Fantasy, for Christ's sake. It's so good. It's so good. She was like, that and Crystal Chronicles, I'm not sure about. I'm like, no, you need to. It's, like, so good. It's the best one. I hope she ends it. I hope she ends it. It's a sick game. Hey, Taco, good morning. I Aethermancered all weekend. Ooh, hell yeah. Crystal Chronicles, though the remake sucked. I did not like Crystal Chronicles. We did a full co-op playthrough over on Lucky's channel, and I enjoyed spending time with Hannah, Lucky, and BM. I did not enjoy the game at all. The game was a lot of backtracking, a lot of doing the same thing over and over, a lot of like blah, and the final fight felt like bullshit. That's what the F in today's game title stood for? Wait, what? Have I mistyped anything? There's a hella good chance that I mistyped half the shit, like I did all of this while tired. No? Did I? I don't know. We're talking about Silksong? Why would we talk about Silksong? I'm not. I mean, you are. Hey, Nix, how you doing? Brethren! I've been Aethermancing religiously since it dropped. Send help. Oh, no. My dumb 10-year-old self never understood the endgame puzzle. I didn't have a GameCube when it dropped, so I never owned the game. A friend of mine had it, and no one liked it. That was the weird part. Hey, Lizardman, how you doing? Captain, how's it going? We're Aethermancing in a bit. In a bit we will be. We're doing intro yapping. Cactus is my soft spot in Final Fantasy. I don't want to get into a fight right now, so I'll like withhold my thoughts on Final Fantasy Tactics. You know what? No, I won't. You know what? I won't. Final Fantasy Tactics, absolutely cornerstone game of the genre, right? An absolute fucking cornerstone of the genre. I don't think the turn-based tactics like area would be the same without it. Absolutely. It's aged like shit. The entire game has aged like absolute dog shit. The narrative, wonderful to this day. Gameplay, atrocious now. Speed of menuing, atrocious. The amount of menuing, absolutely awful. Animations, speed of the entire game, the way that it progresses, not good at all anymore. Just bad. And that's before I start talking. This is why I'm not like shutting up about it. The remake, quote unquote, that they're putting out, that's not out yet, right? That's still coming. When is that releasing? That's releasing tomorrow, actually. That's releasing tomorrow. Don't buy that shit. Seriously. So, Final Fantasy Tactics, the remake that's coming out tomorrow, first of all, is $50 fucking, right? For a game that you played 20 years ago. The upscaling looks like shit. Like, it looks absolutely awful. They didn't remake this, they upscaled the thing. Then they added voice acting to it, that part's cool, but in general, the game looks awful. This is almost as close to minimum effort as you can get for another fucking remake. This is the reason why I keep telling people, stop yelling for remakes. Stop going to these like huge fucking publishing houses and go like, oh, I want a remake of this. No, you don't. I want a new Final Fantasy Tactics, for fuck's sake. One that's made this generation. How would you feel if you read a book you really liked 15 years ago, and now someone comes up to you and goes like, hey, we've just rebound this book. It's got the same pages in it. We used a different font, but also the cover is different now. Huh? Wouldn't you want to buy that for full fucking price? Huh? This is what all of these fucking lazily shitty remakes are to me. They're just rebound books. Read the old book. You already have it. Read it. It's the same experience, for fuck's sake. There are some insanely good remasters out there that take the original game, update them to run on modern systems for games that haven't run on modern systems in a while, that like go above and beyond to like properly remake things, like recraft them for modern standards. Those, I'm not talking about that. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But this like shitty upscale dog shit has to end. And people are fucking circle jerking themselves over this. Because what Deosim says is exactly right. People buy it, why wouldn't they release more of them? Exactly correct. You can't fault the fucking company for it. Yeah, of course, they want to make money, so of course they're going to do this. Oh, this takes like 3 interns and a day? Sure, fuck it. Money, please. If this was like $20 for a remake, that's fine. Mind you, they're not even porting the right version of the game. This isn't even the correct version of the fucking game. They're porting the fucking PS1 version. So it's not even got all of the cool shit in it. It is atrocious. Don't buy this shit. Ugh. It is absolutely disgraceful. We've seen this with Tactics Ogre. We see this shit with Tactics Ogre. The Tactics Ogre remake was one of the worst remakes I've ever played. And yet, if I go to Steam right now and go, Tactics Ogre Reborn, then Steam will tell me that something went wrong. That's very funny, actually. What is the thing that went wrong? Is it that Steam is trying to protect me from looking at Tactics Ogre Reborn? No, Steam is just not working. That's great. That's wonderful. Oh, okay. We get to try again. Tactics Ogre. Click. View page. Okay, it's now sitting at mixed. Fine. For the longest time, this thing was sitting at like massively positive, mostly positive, like very positive. People just jerking themselves over this, going like, oh yes, the nostalgia, yes. And I don't get it. This, like, Tactics Ogre Reborn is a fucking disgrace to the original game. It's a fucking disgrace to the community that like tried to make like a good PSP mod to make this thing not run like shit and update it. It's a disgrace to every single version of this game that has come out before. And yet, the blatant asshole commentary of people that were told that they had to like Tactics Ogre or else they weren't actual Tactics fans, but didn't know what they were talking about, loudly parroting, this game is great, even though they have no comparison and have no idea about the history of the fucking thing, completely drowned out everything else. And the same fucking thing is going to happen with FFT, except FFT is a much bigger, like, milestone. Tactics Ogre, incredibly important, by the way, in the history of turn-based tactics games, but still lesser known than Final Fantasy Tactics, which is a household name. People are going to go crazy over that thing. They're going to go absolutely crazy over it, and it is a dog shit remake. God. Hi, Hichi. I'm ranting. I hope you're doing well. Hello. It's rough that the average consumer just makes purchases on brand name alone. That's part of it. That's part of it, Code. Hi, Code, by the way. A big problem is that if you get into turn-based tactics games, like right now, right? Like you get into them, people will quote the same games to you. Like, hey, these are like our great ancestors. These are the games that you must like because they're so important. It's kind of like not liking Earthbound, right? Like, if you don't like Earthbound, like, some people are going to look at you and go like, what? It's like not liking Undertale, right? Something I can relate to because I do not like Undertale. People are going to look at you funny. So if you're trying to get into the tactics area, if you're trying to get into the community of it all, which, by the way, you shouldn't. Just play the games and enjoy them. Fuck the community. Like, all of them. Cocksuckers, every one of them. Just enjoy your video games. Like, you're trying to get into this. People are going to go like, oh, you must like FFT. Like, it's so important. You must like, I don't know, the original XCOM to a lesser extent. Maybe even the Phyrexis XCOMs, right? Oh, you must like Tactics Ogre. You must like this. You must like that, right? Otherwise, you're not a real fan. So you hear that, but obviously you've never played the originals because you're not fucking 30 years old yet. Sorry, I'm ancient. Apologies. So you see, oh, the remake's coming out, you play that, that's your first experience. First of all, welcome to the hobby, and I hope you enjoy it. But you don't know that you're playing the worst fucking version of the thing. Like, you don't know that. You don't have the reference. You've not played the PS1 version, you've not played the PSP version, and neither should you have. Trying to find an original copy of these is gonna bankrupt you. No one can expect from you to have these reference points. But then, and this is where, like, my sympathy ends, those people then go, oh, I've always been told I need to like Final Fantasy Tactics. This is the only FFT I've ever played. This is the best thing ever. Like, no, it's not, you numbskull. Oh, I'm so mad. Emulators are a thing. Yeah, and talking about emulators on Twitch is still weird effort, so I'm not going to tell people to fucking pirate old versions of games, am I? Purchase your games responsibly. Okay, I feel better now. Seth says, I have the same experience with FF7 and people playing the remake of it. See, FF7 is weird, Seth. FF7 is weird. I don't like Final Fantasy VII. This is a widely known fact. I cannot stand FF7. I think FF7 is overrated as fuck. It's only so beloved because it was people's first contact with JRPGs for a lot of people. I think the story is generic. I hate almost every single character in it. The Aerith death scene leaves me completely cold because that entire character is just designed to die. I do not care about FF7. It is awful. Also, the graphics suck ass, even worse than they needed to. Compare 7 to other games around the time on the PS1, and you'll understand that 7 just looks like shit. The one good thing that 7 ever did was introduce materia, which, mwah, beautiful. Anyway, fuck 7. The FF7 remakes, to me, are kind of double-edged, because they're not a remake of FF7, which is what a lot of original fans wanted. They are reimaginings. That's kind of what I want. I want that effort of developing a new game for modern audiences. I want that, right? But I know that the people that like 7 wanted something else. There's a good subsection of them that like the thing they got as well, but it's not the thing they originally wanted, right? So on one hand, that's kind of what I want remakes and remasters to be. Put in the fucking effort and then I'll give you the fucking money. But on the other hand, it was never not a little bit of a betrayal at the original community, right? It was never not like at least a little bit of a betrayal. Of expectation, anyway. But how warranted those expectations were is a different problem entirely. So, double-edged. X2 is where it's at. You can get to play a JRPG and dress up for pretty girls. Nix, I like X2. I really like X2. Here's the problem. X2 should have never been called X2. Like, X2's crime is being called X2. It shouldn't have been. It should have been called Final Fantasy 10X, whatever, and then a subtitle. It should have been clearly labeled as a spin-off. X2, people went in and expected a continuation of X, which was widely hyped, and then it wasn't that at all. X2 does not work with its name. It works gameplay-wise, it works narratively, it works with the new systems that they've implemented. It's a pretty good game, but it's not what people expected and it's not what people bought it for. It's not fit for purpose. That's the problem with X2. And I was disappointed. When X2 came out and I played it for the first time, I was really let down. It's not what I expected. I've grown to like it over the years as its own standalone thing. Because the entire grid system, the entire dress sphere system is fucking sick. It's really cool. It's really cool, right? But it's not what people wanted. If you play FX2 the right way, it ruins the ending of X. Still weirdly fan canon. I know what you mean. You mean the whistle at the end, right, Ham? I don't think so. This is something that people have fan theoried themselves into believing. But that could be anything. But the canon in people's heads now is like, oh, it like retcons the ending of 10. It doesn't. Like, it doesn't. Funny how X2 was my first PS2 Final Fantasy, so I couldn't get disappointed by it, and then FFX impressed me even more. Final Fantasy X was so fucking hype. It was so good. Damn, it's my second favorite Final Fantasy of all time. And just so you know, like, for those of you that don't know my heretical opinions on Final Fantasy as a franchise, my top 3 Final Fantasies, in order, are number 1, World of Final Fantasy. Number 2, FF10. And I hope you're sitting down. Number 3, FF8s. Then we continue. Then we go 6, 5, 9, 12, 3, 2, 1, 7. I'm skipping 11 and 14. And 13 doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. The reason I'm skipping 11 and 14, for those that don't know, is they're MMOs. I've played 11 extensively. I've got a couple thousand hours on 11. I like 11, but on a different level than the rest of them. And I played way too much 14. When we talk about 13, I kind of want to rate the 13 games by themselves, because the 13 rating would be 3, 2, 1. Like, 1 is atrocious. 1 is atrociously bad, right? It is absolutely awful. But they do get better. If you give them time, they get better. They get less linear. 13.1 is just a hallway. Exactly what Taco was saying. It's just an 18-hour hallway. It gets better. But by the time that it got better, I was so tired of these fucking characters already that I just didn't care for it getting better. So, 10 is the safe pick, Final Fantasy for me. It's not the best at any one thing, but does most things really well, except Chocobo Racing. Here's the thing though, Els. FF10 kind of does the best in a lot of things. In my opinion, FF10 does the best in setting up a coherent world that you give a shit about. Final Fantasies in general have done that a lot, but a lot of OG Final Fantasies very generic world settings. It's very like, here's a large plane, ta-da, and then here's a city, a lot of the early ones are that. 7 does this to an extent too. 7 sets up a world very interestingly, and 8 does it incredibly well, but I think 10 perfects that. Visually, but every Final Fantasy at the time is the best looking Final Fantasy they've ever made. And the rest of my feelings on 10 are very subjective. Like, I like the cast in 10 more than I like them in any other game. Well, no, I like the cast in 8 way more than I like them in 10, but, well, I say way more, a little bit more. 8 and 10's cast is very close by for me. Mind you, I know 8 is atrocious. I still really, really like it. Lulu, yeah, that's a very, very big reason. Yeah, yeah. X2 before 10, and then could not get into X as I despised the main character. Titus, Terrence, whatever the fuck. I never liked. In fact, Titus is the reason why I like 8's cast more than I like 10's, because I cannot stand the fucker. He's just on the wrong side of self-insert, where he isn't self-inserty enough, but also isn't, like, determined enough. But the rest of the cast is sick. I will also have to say, this is important. I played the German version of FF10, and Waka does not do a bad Jamaican accent in that one. So, a problem that a lot of people have with Waka is that he sounds like cultural appropriation, the character. In German, he talks like a normal dude. Funny, only Waka gets the good ending. He gets the real good ending, if you know what I mean. What? What? Huh? What? Huh? There's a reason I like belts. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Estelle, how you doing? Pet peeve with 14. Every main character is a sword user apart. What? Hold up, I need to process that sentence, Nix. A pet peeve with a 14 series. Oh no, you just mean with Final Fantasy. Okay, hold up, sorry. Did your brain autocomplete FF into FF14? Because mine does that sometimes. Every main character is a sword user apart from 10, where Yuna is a gunner. I mean, Yuna's an idol, like, main, right? You just don't have access to that dress sphere early on. So, but I see what you mean. I see what you mean, yeah. We are very traditionally sword and board, huh? Well, sword. Sometimes board. What are the blue bees? Kamari? I like Kamari a lot. Kamari is a sick story arc. Forderp! Hold up. Hold up, Forderp. I'll get ya. I just closed stream loots, so this is gonna take a second. Da, 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 da. There you go. Thank you, Forderp. That's a lot of points. Zidane is the dagger versus sword. The problem with Zidane is that he's in a game that I do not... Well, I like 9. 9's really good, but 9 visually disgusts me. I hate the art style. Everything else about 9 is outstanding. What a great game. I hate the way it looks. Absolutely despise the art style in it. Blah. Having just done a recent playthrough of 8, most lines are fresh in my head. I can quote Squall from heart, Taco. Here's my favorite Squall quote. Quote end. Fucking sick. I hate it, but I get it. Yeah, it's... Because of the art style in it, Ham, I never really appreciated 9 for what it is. Like, I can recognize logically that there's a lot of good things in it. In fact, like, the game's really good. The characters are lovely. Well, lovely is the wrong word in a game where a character eats everything, but never mind. The characters are really well done, but I always sit there going like, I don't want to play this. 8 had a cool looking final antagonist. 8 had a lot of cool looking anythings. Your school flies, for fuck's sake. The gardens in 8 were so sick. The entire aesthetic of 8 is just so good. Just so good. Damn. Marinara, thank you for the bits. Kirby has no ankles because the goddess Athena saw what became of Achilles and sought to fashion a warrior that this time would not be plagued by a single flaw. Kirby just inhaled the entire invincibility brew, Marinara. That's what happened. It gave you the concept that summons cause problems. Yeah, and then 14 took that and ran with it. 8 was a high school drama anime turned into a video game. Yeah, but in the setting of a global ensuing war. I know you mean that derogatorily, Ham, but like, no, that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. My PC can handle the Digimon demo? Hell yeah. It was Valkyria Chronicle. Oh, I miss Valkron. Can we get a new Valkron? Zoe! Grabs you, duck! Cute and cool. Zoe! How you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're well. Everybody, there is the other Zoe, the one that I'm not currently sitting on. She's pretty cool. I just woke up from a nap. Good morning. Good morning. Autumn Steam still is live. Is that why Steam has been bugging the fuck out for me? I didn't know there was an autumn sale today. Okay, ducklings, I have a job for you. I have homework. I should take a nap. At any given point, at any given day, Estelle, I am about a minute away from that thought process. I should get a nap. I should nap. That they focus on the least interesting part of the story or world? I don't know about that. I hope, like, the entire orphan thing isn't, like, super well done, Ham. I think I can agree with you on that, but it was different. I liked it. Aethermancer Maverick summons are adorable. Maverick summons. Oh, you mean the crossover summons? Yes, brethren, I saw the little yokai umbrella thing. I instantly fell in love. I like them a lot. I know there are more that I haven't seen yet because I've not really played another summon build yet. And I don't think we're starting with the summon build today. We should really get to Aethermancing, shouldn't we? You all are way too interesting. You all are way too interesting. That's the problem. I never get to, like, do the thing that I want to play. Like, you all are fun. Thank you all for being here. Really, really appreciate that. Grimoire team? Rather not. There's also the tendency for those kinds of anime to do this very weird, long, drawn-out and unemotional romance that just bore me. But Rinoa, though? What do you mean? What do you mean? Rinoa, though? At the end of the day, Ham, what we're talking about now is like the subjectivity of it all, right? Like, I find that matter very, very interesting, and I can understand why you wouldn't. I don't know. At least one hour of yapping at the start of the stream, we are used to it. In recent history, it's gotten a lot less than that. But, oh, we're an hour in. Yeah, you're right. We are an hour in. Hold on, let me switch back to Zoe. Oh god, that's a huge Zoe. Nope, that's the wrong button. Now she's smug. God damn it. That's the button. Aha! Okay, can I unsmug the Zoe? Yes, I can. There we go. Haha, we're back. Beautiful. Beautiful. That half-hour scrungle, so you might be able to tell that my scrungle redeem isn't set to a timer yet. So you got an hour worth of scrungle from that. Who was it that played that card to begin with? I want to check. Who was it that played that card to begin with? I guess I can do Kensei's uniform switch now as well. There we go. Oh, it was Siren! Hell yeah. Well, shit. Hold up. I need to grow again. Here we go. Here's another one. So he is a kaiju is terrifying. That's adorable. Yo, I need a version of the model with like a dinosaur like onesie. Shit. Can I possibly annoy Mari into making that? I mean, I probably could annoy Mari into making that, I reckon. However, ducklings, for today, let's go man some ethers. No doubt will there be plenty of sidetracks to begin with, but let's go play some Aethermancer, shall we? Dino Onesies always sounds kind of funny, right? Hold up, I'm checking something. I need to check something on VGen real quick. Where is... If I go to my orders... there they are. Where's Gloomy? I need to go check Gloomy real quick. Are the V3s live yet? No, the V3s aren't live yet. So Gloomy, or Papercraft, the artist team behind the two little scrungles that I have. Wonderful, by the way. Gloomy is an absolute adorable little being. They are... I'm making the third version of the scrungles, and once they do, I want one. Once they do, I'm getting the third one. I currently have two, I'm getting a third one. Fuck it. We can put that one in a dinosaur onesie. That sounds adorable. That sounds absolutely adorable. Someone remind me of when that happens. Otherwise, I will forget. Which dinosaur, though? That's a really good question. That's a really, really good question. My first thought went to Stegosaurus, but I don't know why. And it might actually be Tomska's fault. We'll think about... We can make a poll about that. Once it gets that far. For now... Mansing! Here's my town. There are many like it, but this one's upgraded. There's a couple of things I'm still missing. So we've got All Pilgrim Path. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of shinings I don't have. We've got everything in Forbidden Fortress. It turns out I'm missing something in Garden District, and I kind of keep forgetting what it is. Naga, Amit, Sphinx, Medusa. Fuck, what's the last one? It's not the Serket. Oh, it's the fucking bird Djinn, isn't it? It's the bird Djinn. Feathered or scaled? No, it'll be like scaled. Maybe a mix? I don't know. We'll see. Like one of the Ixalan dinosaurs, can say. It's a hard time getting me too. I forgot about him. Doesn't feel like a monster I ever really want to use, but that's the goal. We get one of the bird dinosaurs. All right. So, what do we want to play? What do we want to play? Any ideas? Grimoire? Do I want to play Grimoire? What do we have on Grim? We're Wild Element. Purge, Burn, Ether. None of these are elements I massively want to build around, if I'm being entirely honest with you. He's a bit weird to build. He's heavy dodge crit focused. Interesting. You want to have a gargoyle team? 3 years ago, yeah. You know what? You know what? Let's do a warm-up run. Let's bring Misty. One Purge weakness. Ugh. Purge is a mechanic I do not enjoy, because I found that no matter how heavy you invest into Purge, your enemy eventually just outscales you anyway. And weakness is just nothing. Weakness has so far just done nothing. Let's go pick up Misty. We could, like, flex into summons. We could do some regen shit. With an Age team. I've played an Age team recently centered around... centered around... Hackathon. And... that team was really, really slow. Like, really, really slow. However, the thing that it did exceedingly well was stall out and then like hackathon punch for 1 billion. That was really nifty. That was really, really nifty. I think we go Dark Elder here, huh? How much do I like that idea? We could go Tatzel. Do we want to go Regen Tatzel? H-Team feels really chonky. It really, really does, yeah. Let's go play summons. This might be a bit rocky to start out with. This might be a little bit rocky to start out with. However, the first thing we have to do is name this Dark Elder. Alright, everyone. I'm going to draw a random name. I'm going to draw a random name from all the redeems. Let's see. And we have, hold up. Afid! Boop. Wonderful. Lily. We take the random XP. I don't think I want to reroll anything yet. We might have to reroll the heal on Misty. That might have been the play. But we still don't know whether we're into summons or not. So I don't want to reroll out of summons. We can also flat out commit to the first fight. Hiya! Jotun can cycle H with just 2 traits, Outlast, and I forgot the name, but it's a trait that gives you 1 H for every 10 damage blocked by shields. Ooh, I don't think I've seen that one yet, brethren. The one that I've been relying on was Synchronous Age. And that did quite okay. We're gonna eat this blob. You couldn't have a friend Canadian team? True, it's Misty and Affit! True! Summon started kind of whack, no? Summon started out really whack. So we make our little guns. And nothing much else. And then we shoot this Tatzel worm. Summon starts are rough, yeah, I think so too. So I flat out think every summon team you play needs to revolve around Aphid over here. Feed the Void does the following. You gain aging, cool. When another allied minion dies, you get a wild ether and you apply terror to the enemy with the lowest amount of terror, where X is the amount of age on this monster. Terror then makes it so that your summons can break anything. The problem is, you need to sack them off. The way that you sack them off is by pressing Sacrifice, which is a button you inherently do not want to press. You do not want to press that button. Not unless you have multiple summons going. So we're going to be like in Poverty Town for a little bit. Shambler with a water skill that adds 2 H and 3 water ether is awesome. I was playing Hackathon, Shambler, and shit, what was my last one? My last one was Scuff. A Starweaver. I was on Starweaver for the last one. Which was like, okay. That could still be very broken. No, if you make that a free action, it goes to hell. No, you cannot make that a free action. It is overpoweringly disgusting when you make it a free action. Oh, there we go. That's the method by which we're going to do this. Clone summoning. When you minion a summon on another ally, summons a copy of it attached to this monster. Both of them half of the essence rounded up. That means they only spawn with 2 essence, which means they die really quickly. And if they die really quickly, that means you now get to summon them a lot easier. Elemental affinity for Misty. It will likely be Misty, and we need fire affinity specifically for later. This might not matter too much. In fact, there's a good chance this matters not at all. We'll find out in a second. Hey, Chrono! Hat pet magnet! Me? Oh, wait. Still, after all of these runs, I'm still not used to, like, the cliff traversal. There's a Jotun down there. We could fuck with that. Can we get to the edge? We cannot, huh? Okay, we cannot. We're breaking the Jotun first. Chrono, you are the best duckling. Well done. Just mess with me too. One of the biggest complaints that I had about the early alpha of Aethermancer was that, like, all of the maneuvering was fine and dandy, but it never felt like there was a point to it all. Like, it always felt like, hey, you've got an overworld, but we really should just be on, like, an FTL-style lattice map. To an extent, they've rectified that, but not really. Misty with a gun, what's the worst that could happen? Exactly. Exactly. We're just gonna do this, huh? We just want to fire lance. We just want to fire lance. So, summons also have another completely weird problem. The other weird problems that summons have is that your turn economy is whack as all hell. So whereas with other teams, you can establish your plan and then follow along, summons have this weird thing where unless you count essence every turn, which no one's going to do, you kind of have to reinvent the wheel every turn as you go. And until we find specifically the action that says, hey, the first summon per turn is a free action, we're a bit lost. Just a little bit lost. But we'll see how that resolves. If it resolves. Our feed, clone summoning, Eldritch Horror. For every 3 H, apply terror stacks to the enemy. I really like Eldritch Horror. Not in this team, but we're gonna pick up clone summoning here too. Monster Soul is lovely to find. That means we have a better chance of finding a monster that we care about. Envoy, loot, random. I'll pick an Envoy. Relics will matter. Relics will matter. Like an early Hexing Harp does something for us. A Command Rod would be broken. That's not good. That's no good at all. Say I love Lovecraftian horror. Kind of happy that the Dark Elder got your name, Aphid. It's very fitting. We could play Mandragora here. We could play Brethren here. Specifically, Brethren is a really good monster. This is one of the best monsters in the game, by the way. But nothing here really leans into what I want to do. We have one reroll. Ah. I mean, we have to, right? We have to. Let's get this hackathon going. That's exciting. Hey, Cypher, you're kind of basic. Are you calling me basic? You're not wrong, but like, how rude. Alright, everyone. This hackathon also needs a name. Who's this hackathon gonna be? Who's gonna be... Handy? God. Why are you watching this shit? I'm so sorry. I feel like Shifted Minokawa is just better than normal Minokawa. I think so too, brethren. I think so too. This is gonna be Normal Spice. Whoop. Welcome to the team. Would be all French Canadian. Oh no, we missed the triple French Canadians. No, I've done all of these now. Artifact, an antidote flask and a shielding dust. Cool shielding dust. I personally do not hate shielding dust. I think shielding dust is perfectly fine. It's trying really hard, and that's what matters. Danger Bird. Danger Bird is dangerous. So Danger Bird must die. We can now lean into age. We can lean into aging mechanics, which is nifty. We can lean into quite a lot of things, actually. I do not like Misty attacking first. What I want to do ideally, right now, is start with this. We start with Fire Lance on Noble. That then triggers Clone Summoning. And you can tell that these have one essence each, which means they're immediately about to die. No matter what we do, these immediately go down. And that triggers Wild, and gives us Wild. Shielding Dust can save a party? Absolutely. Shielding Dust is super cool. We are going to fire... Oh, that's a... I forgot that that's a self. We're going to fire Sprout here, just to get rid of the summon. And then we're going to reset up a summon. We can set this up wherever we want to. We could even go with Earth, but Earth only gives us one additional summon. This means every time Noble takes an action, we get 3 summons right now. And then we're going to give Noble another summon. Fire Lance. The redirect. And now, so you see the point was this. We eat this. Heal and apply terror. We set this up. And we shoot. And this now does a gazillion damage. Because of how terror interacts, this just does a lot. We've got our heal from it. So, fuck it, punch it. Donk. Hands! Ta-da! We need to find a lot of things for this run to go right. We need to find a lot of things. Summons, I believe, are still really, really rough. They're not the roughest keyword you can build around. Fucking critical exists. I mean, does critical really exist? It exists on one monster, right? You can argue crit doesn't exist. Danger Bird once more. Danger Bird and Danger Blob. We killed Danger Bird first. Dark Elder Shambler, Shifted Swings. Ooh. Shifted Swings. I've not played Shifted Swings yet. I've only played Normal Swings. Normal Swings is funny because Hackathon's punches can trigger Normal Sphinx's sidekick, and then sidekick triggering triggers your summon attacking, which is just gleeful. think we're gonna do whack shit here. It was infinite ether and H stacks, which was infinite field stacks? Yeah. Yep. A or E. And then we put this down here. Clone summoning. Clone summoning. We can have an all duck team. Unfortunately, we cannot. There isn't even one duck in the game. There is not even one duck. There was some stream delay. Oh, were you like at the beginning of the stream, Ori? So now we kind of have fuck all to do. This is a problem. We can sacrifice this, I guess. Do we want to? We can set up summons for next turn. Let's do that. Let's just eat this. Because the hand does nothing yet, but Misty takes the hit. This burn is going to be annoying, but luckily the blob didn't trigger any like ether skills, so that never did anything. Having fuck all to do was the endpoint of any dot or summon build. I mean, yeah, correct. I love not playing the game, don't you? Let's eat this blob. Good stagger, good stagger. And I mean, death, right? Gun! Punch! Nice. Okay, first passive on Hacker. We're looking for double summon. We're looking for... Are we looking for double summon? Is that gonna matter? I don't know. Dissolve. Dissolve gives us something to do. But really? We could go Nature Guard. Like, I feel like Misty just needs to do things, right? Nature Guard could be that thing. Yeah, let's go Nature Guard. Because the way that we make Misty's summons is by someone else summoning something. There's Summon Mastery. This'll do. This'll do. Now we have a much more cohesive turn structure. Because we can now go summon into AoE into summon. Instead of not being able to do that. Hey, look, a pond. Where are all my ducklings at? We take Ether Springs. Anything that generates an ether would be cool. And we're going to check monsters. We're looking exactly for potentially... I mean, we're looking for Sphinx, right? That's really what we'd want. I don't know who we're replacing for Sphinx. Plus 1 XP, plus 2 extra gold. We take the 1 XP. No ducks in the pond, it's a shame. It's not a shame, it's a disgrace is what it is. An absolute fucking disgrace. There's a lot of danger birds in this stage. I do not appreciate that. I do not like these birds, dude. Punch. Hacker Starspawn Jotun as a fun shield with Hacker to press progress age. I didn't run Jotun in that team, but I ran almost that team. I ran Shambler instead of Jotun. Okay, so how's the play look now? We go 1. Own summoning. What kind of archetype would a duck even be? Like a Grand General, obviously. Obviously. 2. There's our stagger. And then we can kind of do whatever. We can resummon the Firelands if we wanted to be really funny about it. We could just Nature Guard. We have 2 normal attacks, none of them are going into our tank. Let's just Nature Guard. The cool thing of Nature Guard is 2 more HP. Poison plus minion plus chill? I don't know about that. That doesn't sound that chill to me. We once again start off here. Double gun! Yeah, it's an entire flock. It's a pile. Wait, it's a pile of ducks. Hold up. Pitching that to Conan right now. Then we have nothing to do up top. We could summon another minion on the hacker, or we could just heal. We're almost guaranteed to just heal and reapply Redirector. And then hitting that does nothing. We're not getting hands this turn. This is why summons are considered rough. This is why. This kills it but doesn't re-trigger. That's the wrong target. Okay, we're just gonna get beaten up for a second. We are duck, we are many. Fear us, fear us. Okay, so now we can't do anything down here. We can kill this. That's what we can do. Gun. Gun. We... Hold up. I think I needed to sacrifice one of the Heka's minions here. We do get to clone summon, which is great. And then we do get to heal off of that, trigger the clone summon. And now... punches! Okay. Minion ducks act as counterattack? Yes! That's a beautiful idea, actually. I like that a lot. A little duckling summon. It's like 4, 5, 6 ducklings in like a pile, right? Shoost and Shoost. Get my 1 health out of this, I suppose. Choose some more. There we go. Alright. We really need better summon tech. We have Fortify Summon Earth Totem, Hellfire Bolt. None of this does shit. We want Essence to run out. We almost don't want to prolong this at all. Earth Totems, I do not like the totems whatsoever. I think these are huge wastes of, like, points. But rerolling here also just seems bad. Doom Bloom is okay. We can pick up Doom Bloom. Meteorite. Okay. Not great either, by the way. Release a soul to buff Aphids. He just needs more health. And then I'm gonna jump over. Ah, through here. More Danger Bird. It's always more Danger Bird, I tell ya. So we haven't found anything interesting in Act 1. That's okay. They can't all be Catsurker runs, huh? Give me Firelands. And then we know Danger Bird gets staggered. Is Catsurker in this? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I like this turn a lot more than I thought. Hold up. Hold up, I like this turn a lot more than I thought. Ah, no, never mind. We had already triggered bonus summon. It's only once per turn. I forgot! Punch. Gun, gun, gun! That's okay. We're on 50 health now. We could punch a motherfucker. I wouldn't even hate that. It doesn't like advance the rest of our game plan, but it does enough. Hey, Wolf Warrior, how you doing? This sets up the rest. It makes us a little bit poor. But we can redirect here, and that'll be fine. Gun, 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 stagger, stagger, stagger. All of that is fine. Like, the build that we're running is a bit weird. So, the way that Hackathon works is once you get to 3H, you get your punches, right? And every time you punch, your minions trigger. So they trigger on your normal turn, and they also trigger on your punches. Which means Hackathon gets to fire minions twice almost every turn. It's actually kind of sick. However, that means you need a lot of essence on them. We're running the inverse at the moment, where we are going to use all of our essence really early on. And we're going to start with a lot less. In order to generate ether and damage as well as break. It's wonky. Oh, bonus XP, bonus XP. Summon Wind Lance, Cleansing Flame. Cleansing Flame's kind of fucking funny. I like Cleansing Flame a lot. I'm picking this up over the Wind Lance at any point. Elemental Lances don't really matter to us. We're doing most of our breaking from Terror, or we're aiming to do that. So, Blay? Really? That's it? Okay. We just need a lance. Shop is a bit early. Witch is a bit whatever. Rare loot drop doesn't feel great, but that's what we're picking. A blank memento. Never mind. I'll take a blank memento any day. There's Sphinx. Okay, real talk, do we pick up Sphinx? Who would we replace? We'd replace Misty, right? It would be Misty. Every time someone else streams that damn game, Twitch's like, hey, know that thing you like? Wanna watch more? Oh no, awful. I'm sorry, Krembo. I'm so sorry. I think we wanna... Like, right now, Misty's pretty low impact. And we're using her as like a healer, almost. You know what? They both have basic heal, huh? I don't care about these two at all. I think we're just running normal, right? Let's go run this cat. Let's go run this cat. Alright, we have Helping Winds, Grim Servitude. Consume 1 essence on that minion, then apply 5 terror to target enemy. Yep. So this guarantees that all of our minions are constantly fucking dead now. Like, all of our minions are just dead. They're just gone. Cool. Very cool. And then we need to name the cat. The cat is going to be... Let's see. Ah, Saraiden. Wonderful. And once more, a gremlin has been added to the party. This time in the form of a cat, which is very fucking fitting for her. Let's do this. Aggressive purging. Aggressive purging. Okay, how are we gonna do this? This is gonna be wonky. We don't massively care for anything, right? We care to set up a Wind Lance. And then we get an additional clone summon up top. This leaves us on fire. That's okay, that's fine. Doombloom gets the summon out. Now the summon's gone. Which means we set up another summon. This time on the Hackathon now. That's a full health summon. And we're gonna make another. Both of these are gonna be full health. They are gonna drain 2 essence every turn anyway, but we're going to apply a shit ton of terror with that. Okay. Amit swings with Clone Summon and Grim Servitude. They were doing something weird. Swings would summon a lance on Amit, then copy it to itself, then Amit would copy the copy. Yeah. Yeah, that works. You just need to have the ability to hold more than one. And the one that holds more than one needs to have the ability to copy. Absolutely. Where do we go from here? Cleansing Flame. I just realized that Cleansing Flame is less cool in a team where one doesn't have age. We could just go basic heal. We could go summon another Wind Lance. We're just summoning another Wind Lance, aren't we? That gets us another gun. Doombloom. Gun. We're not doing all that well. This isn't great. This is not great. Lance. Cleansing Flame! Hiya! It's damage, is what it is. It's a stagger, is the other thing it is. Echo. And a question about the shift is, are you able to start a run with them after? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely, Taco. When you rebirth a monster, same in the starting interface, if you hover over a monster that you have the shift off, you can just press up and down to switch whether they're shifted or not. That's how that works. I think we're just gonna set up double minions on mid and go. And we are doing damage, that's right. We're just not doing a lot of damage. I come back to Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Wait, Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Oh, Reborn the monster! God damn it. Welcome back, Igor. Yeah, but you only need to soulbind the original copy. There is no soulbinding the actual shifted. But you do need to do that, yeah. Ooh, additional experience on effort. These all suck. We don't care about any of this. I'm gonna pick up Fortify because there's an edge case where that matters. Experience Strikes doesn't do anything for us. Cosmic Horror. I don't like any of these. Impactful Summon. Shit, we could go Panic, dude. Oh no. You think this triggers off of minions? This doesn't trigger off of minions, right? What's your opinion of Slasher? Slasher is really fucking fun if you're on Sidekick. If you're playing Sidekick Terror, Slasher is incredible. Because it doesn't eat stacks anymore. It takes a bit to get going, right? The important part isn't that you get more stacks, the important part is that you stop eating stacks. So as long as you get more than 2 attacks in, you're fine. And Sidekick does this a lot. I don't think this triggers. Impactful Summon is like the boring take here, right? This is like the really boring take. Oh, Loki, thank you for hydrate. Hydrate. Let's go take panic and pretend that that's okay. That was a command rod. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck, no. Well, I would have bought that anyway, but still. I like Void Crystal a lot. I don't like Heroic Horn here at all. Into wild damage. This doesn't matter to us whatsoever. None of these do. We don't need Monster Souls anymore. That's okay. Envoy's fine. So rude. No, Noble just lends us a hand. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. Noble's just lending us a hand. Monster Flask, Shielding Dust. Cool. Upgraded Rod of Command. I buy as much XP usually when I'm done shopping. You don't know what the second shop's gonna be. I do that on like the last shop. But second shop has potential. Alright, let's do this shit. This is gonna be fun. Let's go. We still don't have Summon Duplicate, never mind. Donk. Clone. Honestly, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna hit it. That seems more important. And then... Oh, is this like an ether situation? This might be like a raw ether situation. Donk. There goes our summon. And we just punch this book. This is what they mean when they say, hey, I'm gonna go hit the books. This. You gotta. They're evil. Or else. What is the or else? That's the question, Loki, too. That is the question. Okay, order. We need you. There's the additional one. I believe I need to doom you. We cannot currently keep anything alive at all. Love that. Put a summon out. This one is full health and doesn't get copied. Put another summon out. Hit. Hit. Punchies. Nifty. Okay. Okay. This is what I mean, right? If I'm playing something like, I don't know, if I play like Cheruf Burn or something, then the plan is go in, punch a motherfucker. Here, the plan is so many multi-layer steps of like, if I press this button, this happens, this happens, this happens, then this happens, then this is low enough that it might die to a punch, that it drives me up the fucking wall. Chicken legs on both. They're not living in a big walking house yet. That's for next patch. Alright. Impactful summon. We're not picking up Protective Servitude. I don't value this. Do I value this? I want to try something. There's a chance that we have to reroll this. A blade. Initial weakness, initial sidekick. I'll take a sidekick. That item isn't anything for us, but I'll take the sidekick. I don't like the desperations. Gargoyle? Does a hat count as an Eva? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely it does. Okay, so here's the idea. our summons already have, like, no essence whatsoever, right? What happens if we drain too much essence from a summon when it goes off? What happens then? Because this thing has 1 essence on spawn, right? Go. And now... Wait, this never did anything. Fuck. I messed up. What if we... Void Crystal here, real quick. I messed up really badly. Okay. It's a lot of punchies. Don't like it. I find myself often just doing shit in this game. It just triggers something I learned in chess. If there's just so much crap on the board that my brain can't parse it, just make a damn move. Whatever happens, maybe it'll clear enough that I can understand what's happening. We call this simplifying the game or simplifying the board state, Ring Song. And a lot of people feel like that. There's a lot of people that need like a simplified board state in order to like get more clear on what to do. There's nothing wrong with it. I find really complex board states very, very interesting. I find getting bogged down in them like really enjoyable. But I also understand why this can lead people to option paralysis. Do we get healed and do we apply... Oh my god, everything happens. It all works. Even though we already don't have shit, even though we're out of essence already, this still works. We still get the healing and we still get the Terra application. Wait, that's busted? Wait, that's busted out of the ass! What do you mean? We killed the gargoyle, right? They can't figure out my strategy if they don't know. If I don't know my strategy, I don't know. Like, you can fumble into success like that, obviously, but you're not gonna do it regularly. I know I shouldn't make this move, but I can't remember why. That's really understandable, Ham. That's a really understandable feeling. So now we have relatively acceptable shielding. Let's get rid of our summon real quick by just casting Doom Bloom. This is why free actions are good. They trigger your summons and then you can get rid of them. Now that we've gotten rid of our summon, we can make one down here, which then gets copied all the way up at Aphid, and Aphid could then trigger that summon again. Okay, okay, the engine's purring, and not just because we put a cat in it. Wonderful. Make it double. We're not sidekicking at all. Leader of minions. Allied minions gain +1 damage, healing 1 and shielding 1 until end of turn on attack. We don't attack. The problem is we cannot attack. Ah, this sucks a lot. This is the wrong minion to have this. I think we're picking up helping wins here. This is definitely a reroll candidate. Definitely a reroll candidate. So we need to keep an eye out for Witch. We're definitely looking for Witch. What do I detest more here? Probably the Nosferatu. Free action, compliment care. That is free, you're right. Thank you. Idiot Savan is a real gimmick. It really is. There's also something to be said about specializing in, like, more simplified game states. Right? Because just because the game state is simplified doesn't mean the game state is suddenly easy, right? Especially, like, think about something like chess. Like, a more simplified game state of chess is still endless fucking possibilities, right? It's still an incredibly complex game. You know what? I'll take the additional H stack turn 1. I forgot that Effort still had, like, an attack. We get to Sega 2 here. There's the initial sidekick doing something. Incredibly funny. Would be even funnier if we had minions, but, you know. Something about beggars and choosers. Let's go. Correct, Misty. Absolutely correct. That's why when someone goes like, oh yeah, turn-based tactics games are just more complicated chess, like, they're not wrong. The difference is that in most turn-based tactics games, your opponent does not have the same tools as you. So that complexity doesn't come out in a head-to-head. But yeah, absolutely. Like, chess already has infinite permutations, or near infinite permutations. Imagine what chess would be like if every single one of your pieces now had multiple options of what to do in that turn. It wasn't just, okay, they can move and they can, like, take a piece, they can move to one of their tiles. What if after their movement they also had the option, let's just say binary, right? Like, of doing something or not doing something. How stupid complex would that be? That one shot could have... Never mind, that shot saved the day. We got it. Never mind. This is going well now. We're rapidly approaching, like, a game plan. Have you ever tried Library of Ruina? Oh, that's funny. Oh, you're funny, Nix. Oh, that's hilarious. In chess, you can eliminate pieces that they haven't eliminated from your board, and you both end up with different pieces to use with different movesets, so it still sort of works with that analogy. Yeah, absolutely, but in turn-based tactics games, you can do the same thing, right? Stardust? Stardust. Any free action is a good action, right? I'm new to the channel. Okay, so I'll give you the actual explanation, Nix. Not only have I played Library of Ruina, I played Library of Ruina on day 1. We did Runa Friday, where we played every new update. We were amongst the first channels to play every new update. Together with 1 or 2 other streamers, we were like kind of the channel to cover this live. Runa is much bigger on YouTube, right? Like, the YouTube coverage for Runa was much bigger, is still much bigger. But as far as Twitch was concerned, we were one of the, like, 2 or 3, together with Cass. Cass is a wonderful bean. Love that guy. We were like one of the, like, first channels to cover shit as it came out. That's one reason I'm laughing at it. The second reason I'm laughing at it is Runa is not a complex game. Not at all. Runa is not a game about figuring shit out. At all, whatsoever. Runa is a game about finding a gimmick and sticking with it for different teams. And I say that as someone that has been running Runa on day 1 of content release. Like, no guides, no other person to, like, tell you how to do something. Like, the patches released... what, like half an hour before stream started? To an hour before stream started? So now I've done all of that. Project Moonfen as well. Careful. Careful, Nix, careful. I like Project Moon storytelling. I like the universe that they've made. I like the city quite a lot. I like what they've done. I think they're dogshit developers. And I think the community needs to not exist. I'm not saying they shouldn't have any fans. Absolutely. Their narrative is peak. But they're dogshit fucking developers. They do not know how to code for shit. You saw it in Lobotomy Core, right? Lobotomy Core is held together by spit, string, and the hopes and dreams of everyone that's ever looked at it. Runa's development was ruinous. It was awful. Absolutely awful. And Runa is still not in a state where I'd go like, yeah, this is a really good game. It's a really good story. That's what it is. That's why I can recommend it. It's a dogshit game. And we see it in Limbus now, right? Like, Limbus is... meh. Their balancing efforts are awful. Their like programming efforts are kind of not good. The way that Mirror Dungeons progress isn't great. Every single time there's a major content update, there's always a caveat. This is that, but every single time. Their narratives, fantastic. Their programming skills, non-existent. What difficulty is this? This is a heroic run. Eladar. Yeah, we're picking up Stardust here, just for the fucking with it. This does truly not matter. We can pick up Fortify to burn excess and just have a free action to go off of. But it's just a free action. We need better things. We just need better things. Tome does nothing for us. Let's go this way. Let's not go that way. Where the fuck am I going with? What am I doing with my life? Syndrome says, I definitely feel like one can take some of the game design decisions to make something way, way more polished, but I'll leave the conversation at that. I'll also leave it at that, you're right. I like the design. I like the design, right? Like everything, like all of the creative stuff behind it. Design, writing, all of that, I think they're exceptional at. The technical skills and planning, however, like they're artists. They're artists. The studio has gotten a lot bigger, obviously. I'm very glad that they've had the success they've had, but their focus is still on being good artists, and that's it. This is a problem. It's Saraiden, right? We got 3, that's cool. Wind, Healing Brew, Dissolve, we don't care about any of this. We're picking up the Healing Brew for, like, fixing. Honestly, if we're doing that, we should pick up Dissolve, never mind. Hey, Freb! Hello, Freb. How are you doing today? Spicy Kitty. We've got Spicy Kitty. Let's deal with Spicy Kitty. Have we done any Mythic runs? I didn't like Mythic. Mythic exacerbates some of the problems that Monster Sanctuary, that Aethermancer has. Mythic to me is not an enjoyable difficulty at all. Okay, hold up, let's set up. We go to 0. Yeah, this is fine. I still need to figure out like our turn structure right now. Our game plan is a bit scuffed without another minion summon. -1, +1, about to be -1. We go Stardust. Do we go Stardust at all? We do go Stardust, right? No, we bloom. Never mind, we bloom. We can go Stardust once we're at 3H, and then this does something to us. And then off of this, +1. Punch, punch. +2. Okay, we're up by, what, 2 actions or something? Aethermancer, weirdly enough, isn't a game that's super interesting to plan around in terms of action economy. That's fine, not every game has to be, right? A lot of turn-based games plan around, hey, what do I do with my actions? How do I, like, assign them efficiently? Aethermancer has other things going for it. Obviously, your ether management by itself will matter a whole lot. We're dissolving here. This triggers Elder. We're reapplying. Meanwhile, just eating Burn. That's okay. We have not effectively dealt with Danger Kitty at all. And you're also in game. Duh. Let's go Doom Bloom again. Shoot. Sacrifice. Next one. Shoot. Sacrifice. Next one. Okay, now we have options. I think the first option is to actually fortify We want this fire summon to be alive for a little bit longer. Staggering here is going to trigger the +5 terror on everyone. And then we punch the cat. Don't punch cats. This gets us to 3H prematurely, which triggers 100 Hand, which puts the cat to 1, which... There we go. There was the sidekick. Okay. I'd lost track of the sidekick. Okay. Whew. Here's a lesson I had to learn the hard way. Never go for a difficulty just for completionism's sake. If you feel like it's unfun at a certain point, just don't raise it. Yeah. It's really tempting, like content creator-wise, to go, hey, I have to play on highest difficulty. Because otherwise people think I'm a scrub! You can think I'm a scrub all you want, I don't give a shit. That's alright. But I've played so many things on difficulties that I do not enjoy just because, oh, you have to play like on a hard or else you're not really playing the game. Like, I'm done with that shit. I'm really, really done with it. I don't want to do that anymore. Fortifying here does nothing for us, right? No, I had to summon the minion on the hacker for it to work. That's okay. Is that okay? That's not okay. It will be okay in a second. We end turn here. We get 100 hands. Kitty's gonna trigger. Oh, this is gonna stagger anyway. Like, none of this is in the damage preview, obviously, because it's all different actions. In general, don't punch anything with retractable claws. They were built for violence. You shouldn't punch cats because, like, your pets rely on you. Please don't punch your pets. Like, please. Please don't do that. They're your pets. You've achieved a sort of gaming Buddhist nirvana. I wish I had. I wish I had. I also wish Worthiness 4 and 5 did something. They do not. They get you ether crystals. Fun fact, I do not need ether crystals anymore. We are done with those. 2 skill rerolls. That was the best trade this entire run. Danger Cat Part 2. I mean, that's something we can do with them, I suppose. Danger Cat Part 2. I'm okay with Danger Cat Part 2. Ravenwatch does that as well. Can't get the full story on this max difficulty. Video games as a thing, as an entity, are strange, right? There is no other medium out there, no other storytelling medium, in which your ability to consume the story rests on a skill input from you. You could argue, hey, being able to read gatekeeps you from books, I suppose, but let's leave that out, right? There's nothing else. There's no other medium that says, hey, you aren't good enough to get the rest of my story. That doesn't exist. No matter how easy a video game is, there's always going to be a barrier. That barrier can be, like, in hell in terms of its height and difficulty, right? But there's always going to be a barrier. That makes video games inherently interesting, but inherently weird to deal with when it comes to telling a story in them, right? Essence triggers, beautiful, beautiful. This goes to Hacker. The ability to purchase gatekeeps you all the way. That's not really what I mean, but I see where you're coming from, yeah. But let's assume you have hold of the medium and you've begun to consume it, right? Let's say you have the minimum entry to consume a medium. No other medium then goes in the middle of it and says, like, you cannot go any further. That's not a thing. There's board games. Yes, you're right, Ham. I shouldn't be talking about video games. I should be talking about games in general. TTRPGs do that as well. Once again, the G in TTRPG stands for game. There are PM fans in here reading as a real gatekeeper. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, Freb. I understand. Darrow Breen? Wait, what about Darrow Breen? This isn't going well. The problem is I only just realized that this isn't going well. Uh-oh. Hold up. Hold up, I need to log in for a second. I think we do need to punch here to get... We do need to punch here. Yes, we do need to punch here. The punch here will stagger you and is going to give us a stagger on the cat downstairs, hopefully. It's not, it's gonna give us purges. That's what it's doing. He's a community. Oh, no, I know who Darrow Breen is. He's a community who did a whole startup routine about how a book doesn't make you complete a quiz to be allowed to read the next chapter. Oh, I didn't know he did a routine on this. Never mind, fair, very fair. I like Darrow Breen a lot. If you aren't familiar with like in-depth British dialects, he can be a bit hard to understand sometimes. But in general, like, he's really cool. Yu-Gi-Oh players must be repressed fucking PhD students. How can you not read when a deck is basically an advanced dissertation spread out over 40 cards? Because it isn't, Freb. Because it isn't. The meme of like Yu-Gi-Oh cards have so much text on them is only true at a surface glance. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh, what you do is you usually, these days in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you play archetypes. That means you play a group of cards that is meant to be played together, right? Take Malice, for example. Malice is the current, like, big boogeyman in Master Duel anyway. Malice is a set of cards that all say Malice and then, like, a name, right? They all have a name. They're all part of the same archetype. The way that works is that we're going to prevent one of these cats from doing something, but I don't know which one. We're going to prevent the bottom cat from doing something. The way that works is that all of these cards have a mechanic and a playstyle in common with one another. And all of these cards have a shit ton of text on them. However, a lot of them repeat the same concept or the same text on them. So in reality, the difference between fucking White Rabbit and Dormouse, two of their cards, isn't the giant paragraph that says when this card gets banished, summon it. That's just repeated. You're never reading that over and over. You're reading the, hey, what does this do when it actually hits the field part? And that's like a sentence, right? Most archetypes function like this. They have 2 or 3 paragraphs that describe a mechanic that they all have in common that they build around, and then they have one very specific thing that they do that makes them stand apart from the rest of the archetype. Once you know what the archetype does, which is going to be half the deck, right? Once you know what the archetype does, you need to read 1 sentence per card. What do we have? Outlast, Aging, we don't need this. Nightmare, at the start of your turn, deal wild damage hit with 9 damage to all enemies with 5 or more terror. This is now really, really simple to accomplish. Impactful Summon is a really easy way we have to break, but I think we're just going Nightmare. We're leaning more heavily into terror than I would normally be comfortable with, but I also think we have to. I deeply think we have to. Bombers of Work and fuck all to do? What do you mean fuck all to do? Shit, the Shambler needs to die. Reminds me of different builds in Affinity and Modern. Seems wild. Affinity seems wild? Affinity just means this is now cheap. Fuck you, no? Code says difficulty in games in relation to storytelling is fascinating since in some games it's a major part of the story. Souls games rely on it for conflict. I don't think so. While in others it's irrelevant, games where none of your deaths, failures aren't canon in particular. Souls games... No, they don't. Right, like... Souls games aren't games where the difficulty is intrinsically important to the story. That's just wrong. The difficulty is intrinsically important to the experience. Different problem. But nowhere in, like, any Souls game, outside of Dark Souls 1, you died, haha, funny intro, is the difficulty of the game ever tied into like the story itself. That's just not a thing. In fact, that's a thing that very few games actively do, where the game being more difficult directly reflects the narration. That's not a thing. However, people that are really into Souls games believe that that's true, because once again, they're busy like jerking each other off over how cool Souls games are. Is it clear yet that I think of Souls players as like... I almost said lesser people, but that's not true. It's like not worth interacting with? Yeah, let's use that phrasing, that's better. I don't know, Flopper, I think Souls games have a lot of world building. They absolutely have a lot of world building. They have a lot of lore built behind them. That's kind of it, though. That's kind of that's where it ends, right? There's a lot of lore, a lot of world building, but in terms of actual narration, it usually feels like you're playing through a world that's already had all of the story happen to it, right? Like that part's already done with. You're now walking through the like rotting corpse of a once grand adventure. Low plus world building does not equal story. You're absolutely right, Freb, which is why I'm making that distinction. You're absolutely right. Souls games are fantastic world builders. All of them. Elden Ring like stands out as like one of the best to ever do exactly that. I 100% believe that. And I still haven't figured out what my turn 2 is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be this. It's not semantics, Code. This means something. This is not semantics. World building, lore, and story are all very, very clear different things. We're not waxing semantics here. Something that I'm also prone to, don't get me wrong, but these are very, very clearly different things. The experience that I'm talking about, by the way, to use that word too, is what the developer intends for you to experience as you play the game. Also, widely different from a story that's being told to you. Because the experience incorporates a lot of things, right? Like the way that you interact with the UI, the way that you traverse the world, all of these things are experience. And all of these things matter to how you consume a game. All of these things have to be considered by a developer as they present the game to you because they want to sell the bloody thing to you. Story, they are not. What games do world building well apart from Elden Ring? We talked about FF8 earlier, right? For all the crimes that FF8 has ever committed, they are plentiful. One of the things that it does incredibly well is world building. Final Fantasy Tactics, another game we talked about already today, is also a game that does world building incredibly well, right? Peglin is an experience, does it have a story? You're a little goblin walking through the world, and that has to be good enough, right? I love Peglin, dude. Peglin is great. Dark 82 does world building relatively well, I believe. Mind you, different games will thrive on different things in this lineup, right? Like different games will do different things well. I don't think there really is a game that does like all of it well because it's incredibly difficult and also unnecessary to do all of these things in order to get a viewer or a player interested in your game. If you want to know about a game that does world building exceedingly well, a game that is all world building and story and narrative, all of that, but its experience is kind of shit, and honestly the gameplay isn't great, look at any Project Moon game ever made. Any Project Moon game ever made does world building, well, Lobotomy Core less so, because Lobotomy Core isn't focused on the overall thing yet, it's focused on like a vibe, and it does that badly. But starting with Runa, and also Limbus, they're incredibly adept at world building. Fleshing out the area around you, fleshing out the city that you're in, fleshing out the conditions of the people around you, building this entire history of the place is the thing those two games do exceedingly well. They also do incredibly well telling the momentary story that you're playing through, like presenting you with the characters that you're dealing with, putting them into situations, and then letting those characters resolve those situations and advance as characters. They're doing incredibly well at that too. The means by which they do that, through the gameplay, that's not great. Neither in presentation nor in execution. Lackluster, because they can never be one thing. They have to like do a new thing every game, a new gimmick every game, so But world building is like the thing in them. SRWJ is my god king of world building. You made everyone work together. As someone that's not really familiar with the SRW games, except that SRW 30 sucked ass, can't really comment on it, Florpil, but that's interesting to me considering that SRW is like a mishmash of different franchises, no? Ringsong says, honestly, my preference is like it when games don't saddle me with a story. I've had several games where the story was a detractor for me, not because it was bad so much as it forced me to sit through it. You play Uma, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Frebia. I do like lovable Slavic mom characters who are always hungry. Project Moon hooked me with that one. Wait, what? Wait. Wait. Oh, there's leader of minions. There's leader of minions. This time on the right minion. Are you talking about Rhodia? This is Rhodia, right? Wait, that's not the first thing I think about when I think about Rhodia. It is Rhodia, okay. Like, what the fuck? Fair. I suppose. Impactful summon, no. I'm gonna roll here. Oh, Synchronous Surge. I like Synchronous Surge a lot. Sidekick Generator, also really fucking fun. There is Clone Summon. Okay. Clone Summon achieved. Good, good, good. That could have gone really badly. That is exactly why Jay is the best. It really did make the 10 or so series fit in one world. I'll believe you on that. I'll be flabbergasted by it, but I believe you. Wow, this is worth nothing. Or is it? No, this is worth nothing. Shame. Which? If we give them enough money, do we get a Chiron driving game spin-off? Yo, I want Mario Kart, but Project Moon. Actually, yeah, give me that. I will main Don, like, I will main Don all day, but I'd be down. We're trying to reroll helping wins, right? Okay, so Raiden, do me proud. Synchronous Majesty, though. No, we're going quick and summoning. We have to go quick and summoning. This is fine. This is fine. This is well. This is done. My little fucked up boyo Sinclair. Ah, the one character I fucking despise. God, I hate that man. I hate that child. Karen collecting coins while driving makes sense. It has to do with the Sonic karting game. For those of you that have followed the Sonic kart game that just released, give me an opinion. Give me your opinion on it. I didn't pick it up. They wanted to give me money to play it on stream, and I went like, I like kart games, kind of. But, I don't think I'm gonna fuck with it, and then I didn't. It's only kart game, no, cart, with a T for, cart. Cart, you know, for cart. Okay, give me all the terror. Oh, this is running so hot already, dude. Oh, this is running so hot already. Wait a second. This gives me another wild? Wild ether. We do get to punch for the additional 8. Wait a second. Hold up, this is hot. So the entire purpose of Aphid and Saraiden now is to like project minions onto Noble. And as long as we do that, we go incredibly hard. Command Rod? Oh, we can dissolve! Hold up, we dissolve here. We definitely dissolve here. Oh my god! Wait a second! That's a lot of minions! And while we just gave it a shit ton of Wild Ether, because I forgot that we're not supposed to do that, that's a lot of minions. Okay, we're on Earth. That's annoying, but okay. That'll have to be okay. We have shields, we've got Wild. It's gonna give itself one Wild. That has to be okay too. Okay, let's think this through. Let's think this through. How do we do this? We're on max stacks here. We could dissolve one of them. Let's go dissolve one of them. We need to free up a space, right? Then we go wind. This gives us double clones. And then that doesn't work. Interesting. So if we summon, like if we free action into summon first, this doesn't work. But if we summon into free action, that does give us 3 turns. Fucking peculiar. Okay. Okay. Let's go... Well, let's go do what, huh? Punch? We punch. Who's peculiar and why are you fucking them? Well, they're peculiar, so they're interesting, that's why. What? Huh? What? I feel not as useful to the team? Let me tell you what you're doing, Effort. Let me tell you what you're doing. You are the centerpiece that we're building around. So, and the reason for that is the following. Feed the Void says, when another allied minion dies, generate Wild Ether and apply Terror. Wild Ether is how we're fueling all of this. You see this up top here? This is our main fuel that's coming exactly from you, no one else. You also have Panic and Nightmare, which apply Terror. Terror says the following. The first hit of an incoming attack deals 1 additional damage for each stack of Terror, is converted into Wild, and consumes half of those stacks, rounded up. You are the only source of terror we have, and you're a pretty good source of terror. Terror makes every single one of these minion attacks hit like a fucking truck, and also break, because now they're wild. Without you, none of this works. Without you, we have minions that do 5 damage per shot. Without you, none of this setup works. At all. We don't have the mana to cast our free actions. We don't have the mana to cast our minions. We don't have the damage amplification on the enemy, and we can't convert our earth and fire damage into relevant damage types. That's all you. The other two, Saraiden is here to summon minions and set up free actions to consume minions, and Noble is here to be the receptor for minions so that we can keep summoning and never run out of spaces. And then once turn 3 hits, Noble is also here to make additional actions happen off of punching, because punching causes multiple minions to trigger. Everybody's kind of on stop. This is a pretty in-depth mechanic, Affid. I can't fault you for that. This is a pretty in-depth mechanic. There's a lot of things working together here. I feel like we can't give them the additional earth because it's already giving itself one. We need to prolong the turn until AoE attack by at least 1 turn, right? There's hands. Hands to 24. Didn't even feel the lava surge. Beautiful. We can go all out now. We don't have to care about Tides of the Void because it doesn't get to cast it anyway. Okay, so let's do exactly that. Let's go summon first, because this one's free. That gives us one summon up here and one summon down here. No, it doesn't work that way. Never mind. I'm just wrong about how this works. Okay, cool. Second summon. That shoots our summon. Applies terror. We apply terror. That eats the summon. We reapply our summon. This goes shoot. And the punch. Nice. This build feels good right now. I have no idea how this is going to feel into the boss. Probably awful. Because we are built on like a lot of actions, 2 skill rerolls. That's not bad. I'm a bit worried about Chernobog. I'm a bit very worried about Chernobog. Let's see. Single target that applies to weakness, health, fire generator, shield generator. I will take a chromatic scroll. I will take a shielding. Do we... On single target attack. Single target attack. I want to try something. I want to try something. I don't believe this works. Sort of weakness X from the hand. It's alright. If we were scaling weakness or scaling... The H. If we're scaling H, this would be different. Ah! Ah! Summon yokai, you say? We're absolutely picking up summon yokai. Like 1000% we're picking up summon yokai. Fuck Stardust. Give me more. Butte. Dissolve, Crystal Charge, Summon Wind Totem. I don't think we need any of these. I believe we're kind of okay. Cleansing Flame is a bit mid. Fortify is a bit mid. Actually, our entire moveset's a bit mid, but this isn't better. I'll reroll once. And I'll regret that. Hold up, regretting it right now. Okay, I've regretted it. We take 5 max health. Cool. What does yokai do? Yokai does a lot of things. We'll explain that once we get into combat. I need equipment. Yeah, it's because you need to overcome like a bunch of other things already, Sinjin, right? So like every time you make it there, you're more ready than you would be on other difficulties. Take a staff. Minion damage +1, evasion 10%, terror, application +1. Oh no. Well, okay, so staff is it, right? Staff's it. The problem is terror application only works on that monster, right? Shit, fuck. I kind of don't want to replace this now. Wouldn't Soundwave in place of autos? We're not autoing though. Yeah, Sinton, absolutely right, I agree. Actions that apply terror apply 1 additional terror, but is it everyone that does it? Increases damage of allied minions. That is actually a part I don't understand. We can't hover this, right? No, we can't. Do I give up on the funny meme here and we pick up a different equipment later? Because this is surefire, right? This doesn't mean anything. This actually, never mind. Let's stop fucking around. This means nothing. We put the thing where the thing matters. What is that? It's a Naga, no? Oh! Uh-oh! That's why I didn't recognize it. It's a shiny Nixie. I don't have a shiny Nixie yet. We require this creature. Having this creature is imperative. I don't give a shit whether the run goes to hell now. Success. Heal region poison. So what changes? Toxic tides. Whenever this monster receives or applies a heal, applies poison. Same toxic tides. We're earth water instead of... Wait, what does change? No idea. Something changed. What's Nixie normally? Water, wind? It's normally ether type instead of region. You're right, brethren. That's what it is. It's wind, water, or wind, earth. No, it's definitely a water something. Hold up, the setup is a bit whack here. A bit very whack. Once we have enough ether, this is gonna be fine. It's usually turn 2, right? We have to worry about Lamentation of Woe. A lot, by the way. We have to worry about Lamentation of Woe a lot. We're in a build that inherently attacks a lot, which means we trigger a Lamentation a lot. And that goes wrong very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Okay, summoning yokai. Behold! Behold! There they are! And they're beautiful! Fortify. Beat him up! Get him, little guy! Whee! So, what does Summon Yokai do? Yokai does a couple of things. It gives you 15% evasion just for having it. It gives you an earth wind damage hit against an enemy, so it's already 2 elements, and then it also applies to weakness to target enemy. Lamentation is a fucked up passive. Yes! Code, absolutely. Lamentation is absolutely fucked up. You're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. I don't know why what happens here happens, but it's sure happening. Oh, that's why it's happening. Never mind. I understand. Earthlands into yokai. And... wait, what? Oh. I see. That's why. I have successfully outplayed myself. And now we're going to pay for that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're going to get Giga AoE'd right now. Here's AoE number 1. Cool sidekick, cool sidekick. Cool Earthlands and everything, like, cool yokai as well. I appreciate that, but now the yokai's gone. There goes my dodge. This is all off of that Lamentation. Here's Lamentation number 2. And behold, Slime Volley. That's 11 poison on Hacker. And Aphid lives, good. Too many summon skills, that's exactly what it is. We've got 2 summons and 2 free actions, and the free actions were already used that turn, because that's how we open. We have no healing whatsoever, right? Yeah, we have nothing. Well, we do have healing, it's just wonky healing. Hold up, wonky healing coming up. Why that no trigger the attack? Uh-oh! We died to Lamentation, that's correct. Lamentation is currently our death knell here. We're okay, like, don't worry, we're okay. But Lamentation is the problem. Off of that, we just go... 4 hits, I need this to specifically... That's the wrong one to connect with. Shit. I needed this to connect with the bottom one. But now we're not. Never mind. I was gonna punch them to death, but... Retaliation doesn't trigger on stagger, correct? Correct. That's why I knew we were gonna be fine. It was just a bit wonky getting there. Honestly, I'm picking up healing brew. Fuck it. We're picking up healing brew over summon water totem. I don't value the totems at all. African winning speed! Hype. Oh, Soul Altar. Age, Sidekick, Terror. Give me Terror. That'll do something. Where are we? Still at the start. No matter what Bird? There's our bird. There's our bird. However, the problem with bird is that it also comes with 2 Naga. And Naga fucking sucks. Power scales with age? No? Oh, you mean on the punch itself? It's the number of punches that scale with age. Every 3 age is another punch. I don't like having to start here. This does not make me happy. Hold up. Minimum of Terror 6? Yes! Yes, correct. Correct. Okay. I'm fine just using this as a gen. And then we go Cleansing Flame. That gets the bird ready. We capture the bird. We fuck with Naga next turn. Yeah, that's what we do. Normally I play this differently. Normally the target would be to kill the Nagas and ignore the bird, because the bird does sort of nothing. However, because I've routinely been ignoring the fucking bird, believe it or not, this is the last monster I haven't captured. So unfortunately, we have to play this in a way that does respect the bird's existence. And now we're done. Now we don't respect shit. I need to free action this first. We free action to consume the Earth Lance. Earth Lance goes out. We yokai. Naga either the best or the worst depending on the game. I fucking love Naga as like a species in fantasy. Absolutely love them. We're on 2. We could be on anything we wanted. Do we want to be on something higher? No. Ether 222. We'll just go wind summon. Hey Maladal, how you doing? And then we'll just do this again. And then we just go into age 3. It's a bit of a waste shooting the Naga up top right now. Because that's dying to punches anyway. But we do get the Terror Sex off of it, so that does something. 100-handed. 36 off of hand jobs. Honestly, sure. This is like a monster collector with a turn-based party combat. It kind of isn't. Aethermancer is weird. It's not really a monster collector. It's a roguelite. What it is a roguelite that uses creatures and creature combat in order to progress. I always struggle calling this a roguelite, like a creature collector, because that's not really what you do. Hand drops? Yeah. That's what the attack's called. Right? 100 hand drops. See? It says right there on the screen. got yokai. We have free action. Free action sends yokai. Yokai goes terror, yokai goes shield. That wasn't the free action, never mind. Why am I thinking about this so hard? Kill it. I still need 40% of the shinies in one starter. Yeah, exactly. It's not the focus of it. Like, it's not the focus. It's a meta progression element. You wouldn't call a roguelite a skill tree simulator, right? The monster collection here is really just a way to progress and to make the run quick and summon, though. Okay. Are you not what I thought you were? Are you not? No, you're not, apparently. Okay, never mind. Never mind. The other direction. Oh, cat spotted. Cat fucking spotted. That's true, Self. That's very true. Like, you find a monster you don't have yet, you find a new shiny you don't have yet. It's a very, very good cushion for, this run went to shit. Woe is me, right? It's a very, very good cushion for that. It makes you feel like you got something out of it. So now we get to Ether Generate turn 1, which is kind of fucking funny if you ask me. Because Effort just gets an attack. We can't afford to do anything else because our gen isn't good enough to do that. But it does allow us to summon, like to AoE summon for everyone and then start triggering wild. Because the other two have sidekicks, we get to rotate a set of 3 summons and then clear them immediately. That's kind of nifty. That's just kind of nifty. I think this punch is always happening, right? So in that case, we free summon. And then we will Healing Brew here. Not for the healing, we'll Healing Brew here for the Ether for next turn. And because we might as fucking well. Alright. Oh, you've got Sidekick Generator, that's rough. What's your favorite Aethermancer monster, chat? Let's do like really cheap chat engagement. No, there's a point. I'm getting to something. Trust me. What's your favorite monster? Limitation of woes. Leave my cat alone. Thank you. The Drakeling. I think it's just called like Dragonling, Whelpling. Mechanic-wise or design? Overall. Overall. We're eating that one. Yokai attack! I would really like to have another, like, decent summon over here. You're still free. Minohawk? Okay, Hawk's a good answer. The thing on screen, the Sphinx. The Sphinx is a good pick as well. It's a very good pick. Maybe Shambler? Ooh, Shambler's cool, yeah. From what I've seen, I actually like the Mandragora. Mandragora can be really fun. I wanted to do a Mandragora run today, but then we are suddenly in this summon run out of nowhere. What are we on? We're on 3, we're on go, we're on... This might work. Hold up, let me do like dumb math. Well, either it's gonna get us Lamented or it's gonna get us a Stagger. Let's see. Wild Lance. 100 Hands. There's the Stagger. Okay, I was right. I was right! And there's the shot for good measure. Wappating is fun too? Hell yeah. It keeps dying on me. Sidekick Warpatinger is powerful as hell. It's so powerful. Like, for me, it's Medusa. Like, 100% Medusa. Such a disgusting creature. I love her. Little freak. Mechanically, Affliction is really, really nifty. I really like Lamentation of Woe. Lamentation of Woe is everything I want in an ability. It can carry, it can support, it can set up, it can solo. Oh, so fucking good. Impactful summon, you say, huh? One of this monster summons a minion. We do trigger on this a lot, huh? No, I think we're still rerolling this. That would be fucking hilarious. Is this gonna fuck up my turn? Wait, this is gonna fuck up my turn, right? If we have another clone summoner? I think we take Warlock Party. Still trying to figure out how to use a Medusa, probably. I might just be picking up the wrong traits actions for her, to be honest. Honestly, brethren, pick her and ooze. There you go. I usually don't tend to pick favorites based on gameplay, but as cool as the game is, the designs feel like they blend together for me for some reason. So the Mandragora just wins over just being a little goober. Warlock Party force pick. The problem is, weakness does nothing for us, right? I also think Warlock Party is kind of the pick here, but not because it's like immediately good. I think clone summoning fucks up our turn order too much. We already have 2 clone summoners. Another one, especially on the one that we're summoning on, is too much. Decay, it's never decay. Unfortunately. Decay works in the old way that Age works, which is really annoying. So bleh. Decay would trigger minions, that's correct. That's correct. Nah. Let's go Warlock Party. Warlock Party safe. Hexing minions! And now I'm glad we picked up Warlock Party. Oh boy! Oh fuck! Yeah, no, this is sick. Never mind, that came together. That came together crazy. Ooh, Void. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. We get to do dumb shit today. We get to combo today. There's really nothing here, huh? Alright. We're on Experience Boon. Hold up, let's sack a soul real quick. Release. Do we want to go Terror? Honestly, I kind of feel like going Sidekick, but... Let's gain Aging. That doesn't help us progress. Let's just go Terror again. Okay, what do we have? Ether Spring. Yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done. Generate a Water Ether, generate a Wind Ether. Remind me... Yokai is Wind? Okay. That does it. And Rare Ocarina. Is that better than a Blade? The initial weakness and initial sidekick is kind of sick, so... There's another shiny Nixie? Hold up. Real quick check. Oh. Hi there. I do not have the shifted Naga yet. Do not have shifted Naga yet. So shifted Naga. Lamentation of Woes. Shifted. Cleanses 1 debuff from self. For every 4 debuffs cleansed from self, triggers an attack that deals earth wind damage. That's all it does, right? Like she's earth wind now. Poison, affliction, and weakness. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. We must have Shiny Naga. We still have 2 mementos left, so Shiny Naga it is. Does that just do it? I believe that just does it. The double Nixies have me concerned. The reason why is... that's a lot of poison. That's a lot of poison. Please stop lamenting, lady. So that was a lot of lamentation. And that means we're eating a lamentation of woes. Really? There we go, that would be it. Yeah, we're eating the lamentation of woes. Unless, of course, you break. And that resets the counter. And we get to have a Shiny Medusa. Nice. Very good. Ether management, very quickly. We go Lance. And then we go Lance. And we get him. There's the Hex. Feeds back into Fear. Our Fear engine isn't like as good as it should be, but it is good enough. And there's the heal attack. Now we just eat poison like crazy. We do have a way out of some of the poison in Cleansing Flame, but it doesn't help our swings. Creature check, creature check, creature check. We have to dissolve down here. Summon number 1. Yokai goes in. Summon number 2. So for being feared enough, they love you too much. They love you too much. How dare you? That kills the Nixie. And now we really need to take out the other Naga, the Medusa. I keep using Naga and Medusa interchangeably. That's obviously not correct, but... Orange, gun. Gun. Good. Gun, gun, gone. Lance there. We don't really care for the Lance setup right now. And there's hands. Would be Grimoire. People really like Grimoire, huh? Okay, fine. I'll give up. We have to do a Grimoire run then, I suppose. I get it. I think the like, what do you all like about Grimoire so much? Is it the, hey, you get to do a hyper thing, but it's kind of random what you get? Like it's different every time. Is that it? Noble gained an XP, that's cute. We're very quickly running out of needing experience or wanting experience. There we go, thank you. Frog! Frog, dear frog. Provide me with gold. We have one more store, right? Huh? Oh, was that just this jump? A Serket. The Nagas are more dangerous, honestly. Medusa Mephisto is incredible. Oh god, Medusa Mephisto is incredible. You're right, Code. You're absolutely correct. I really like Serket. I really, really like Serket. However, I don't enjoy the teams that Serket goes into. Which is a bit of a downer. Hyperthink plus chicken legs and just like magic books in general. Super valid. We can go to half. Fucking funny. Let's break one of the dangerous ones before anything happens here. So the initial sidekick setup that we have just bursts like crazy with all these minions, huh? But that's a turn 1 exactly, and after that we're a bit dry. One. And a 2. I still don't know whether that summon on cat is right or whether that fucks up our follow-up turn. Pretty undecided on that. If we had one wind remaining, we could punch here to get to H2. But as it stands, we'll just do that next turn, right? And then both the Medusas are gonna die. You know what? I need the next monster to continue the triangle of confusion. Naga, Medusa, Lamia. Give me that, and I'll never be able to tell anything apart ever again. See, this is the problem. We have to dissolve our own minion now, which we do not inherently want to do. But if we don't, then this yokai goes to hell. None of the construct got a transfer. Maybe they'll get one later of it. I know that, like, I don't know how the plans are for additional roster changes for the future. I don't know how much they're planning to add. I know that one very common thing that we talked about during alpha, during like closed development, was that a lot of people felt like the monster roster wasn't big enough, which is a weird conversation, right? Monster trainers, monster collectors, we're used to having hundreds upon hundreds of monsters in the roster because we're playing a static RPG. For roguelike, having only quote-unquote 28 monsters feels a bit low. But in reality, that's like fucking infinite team building, right? So it's not as low as it seems, but that doesn't change the fact that a lot of audience perception was that it was a low number. The sole one page is 3 blank pages. Yeah, exactly. The game is in early access for a reason. But I don't know what route they're taking. Whether we're getting more OGs like the hackathon here, or whether they want to lean more into Monster Sanctuary. I get the feeling they want to lean away from Monster Sanctuary. Summon Kami? Ether +1. It does fuck all damage. It does no damage whatsoever. But it does wild damage baseline, and then deals 1 additional damage for each ether of any element. Guess what we're trying now? I've never seen this thing. I want to. I guess we're ditching Sacrifice. Ditching Sacrifice feels weird. I guess Aphid gets to summon God now. Why not? Who's our lowest health one? Saraiden. Alright. Did I miss anything? Did I miss the secret area this run? I missed the secret areas this run, didn't I? It doesn't super matter. Like, I don't have anything to do with the fucking lurker teeth. So, That's actually like a really big disappointment. Not gonna lie, the lurker teeth were a huge disappointment to me. Tremendous disappointment. We've got money, but we have one store coming up anyway. I'll see whether we can find equipment for Noble. Shield 4, debuff, sidekick 1, ether. This might be worse. It's not really worse, is it? It's the initial sidekick that we're getting off of it, which matters not that much. Sure. Alright, let's punch this hackathon. Wait a second. No, we just do this, yeah. I mean, not like we have an option. Not like we have an option. Alright. Let's do this. So. Let's just start on a Kami, huh? I want to see what it looks like. That's the important part. It's cute! Oh no, it's adorable. Fuck. So there's immediately a problem with it. Its thing is that it makes ether +1, but ours aren't going to live, right? Ours aren't going to live long enough. Here's what we're gonna do. Get him, little guy. Aw, it's spin. Adorable. How much essence do they have? What? 5 essence, never mind. That looked more than it was. Is that limbless Spyro the Dragon? Yes. Yes, it is. And then I guess we just go off. I think I'm gonna fortify the little guy. I think we have to fortify the little guy. We Void Crystal first. We should have Void Crystal at the start of the turn. Fortify. We do get to break here, which is funny. $15 and $10. All right, not fantastic. We're on Essence. We're on H3. Okay. Okay, thinking. Thinking. 7 Essence on mid. We dissolve this. I should stop casting this one, honestly. It does give us all of the ether, which is good and based, but never mind, I just realized we're drowning in ether. So this is +8 damage for it. This is +8 damage for it. Okay. Let's make that a little bit worse. We could get one more stack. Do we need one more stack? We don't. Fortify number 1. This triggers both of them. 39 per Kami now. Okay. 39, 38. That's fine. Hit. I need this Kami to go. If we keep the ones in the middle alive, that'll be good enough. Then we just make another one, but we make it up top. This is the point where we'll stop being able to utilize... God, basic attack does more damage than Zephyr Punch here. We want the additional H from Zephyr Punch, though. This is the last time that we can get an additional H from it. 35... 5... Punch. And now the Kamis get to go off of punching. Okay. Unfortunately, they're now gone. Because they consume 3 charge every turn. Reset action summon. Okay. There's the punches. There's the summon. Welcome to round 3. Where the... keyword is ether, ether, ether. Hot ether in your area. Oh my god, cloning summoning action. That triggers now still. I was not aware of that. I was not aware. Let's make the second one. Hit ya. And you're about to break. Which means we're fortifying center, right? That's our free. Triggers the little purple gremlin at the bottom. Healing Brew. Healing Brew still goes +2, so that matters for the commies. 5 and 7. One of them is going to go away in a second. We're just auto-attacking. What the fuck? There's gotta be something better to do here, right? There is something better to do here. With Word of Command here. Then we auto-attack? This generates ether, which makes the Kami stronger, which is why this is better now. Silly. And then we go Doom. And we make another Kami. This one doesn't get duplicated, so it should be on 4. Punch. And then next time we get 2 punches. This is gonna do so bad. Like, Chernobog is going to be a nightmare. Aeon Shield is fine. That just advances its H stack. We can live like that. Alright. Kami. Let's go fortify the middle. This is mostly just to use up the cat turn. Or to use up a cat turn, rather. To get another Kami going. Why is the Wild Ether symbol special? Because Wild Ether is every ether. That's it. Punch. Alright. That went okay. A bit slow. For my liking, a bit slow. This entire thing plays a bit slow. But that's what you get when your combo fest runs into a wall mildly. Summon Wind Totem, summon Fire Totem, Ancient Blast. Ancient Blast is fucking fun, but not for us. Charge Up, summon Wind Totem, summon... Honestly, Charge Up isn't bad. But no, nothing. We just take the health. Blade. Epic. Dumb silly question. Wild Generator +1 rare is really funny now, no? No, it's not. No. Let's not cook that hard. Let's not overcook the bloody thing. Speaking of, soup. God, I want soup now. A blank memento. It's a bit late for a blank memento to pop up, unfortunately. I will take a void crystal any day. Past level 9, nothing matters anymore. The next level is going to be another trait, but it just like you can only have 4 traits, which is a bit of a shame. I don't think that needs to be a thing, but I guess. So experience doesn't matter anymore. Nothing here matters, really. Water, Earth, Terror application. Terror application does matter. But not in a way that makes sense. What did we have on Cat? I forgot. The Ocarina with Initial Weakness and Corruption Cleanse. That's good enough. Alright, let's back to Chernobog. Whee! We'll find him in the back. Bird. Bird is the boss. Yeah. It's like a pretty decent win rate at the moment. If I don't try to play like really dumb shit. Farewell, Sirius. Farewell. Alright, who gets cursed? Who gets cursed? Who is it gonna be? If it's not Aphid, this is gonna be great. Oh, this is gonna be great. Never fucking mind, let's go. Get him, little guys! Get him! Oh, we don't get to do that, huh? Do we just accept that life sucks? We just accept that life sucks, right? I feel like we do. I feel like we do. We take the first round of corruption, that's gonna be fine. I have no idea how we're dealing with hands at the moment. This is mildly beyond me. We could chromatic one of them down, but that's not reliable. And the summons don't do anything here. Oh, wait, how do we do this? Hold up, 1 second. He's got so much crap going on at the same time. I mean, he's really got 2 mechanics going, that's it, right? But he does have a lot more going for him than any other creature in the game. That much is true. That much is true. All I want to do is have, like, reactivate Aphid. That's all I want to do. Even as pop-up explanations, exactly. And also, like, what I find helps me the most is the counter on the top right. Once shit goes down, the counters on top right help so much. Fuck it. Ether. When does he summon the copies? Follow the top right. Ring some. Mephisto's so funny in this fight. Mephisto is hilarious in this fight. Mephisto just in general a very fun creature. Oh. Okay. Some mild terror, some stupid creatures. We cannot get the creatures to attack the hands, huh? Like, no matter what I do, this is just not happening. How do I do this, then? I don't know. Mildly flabbergasted right now. I'm glad he's staggered, but... Is punching the only thing we have to do this? When does he do that? Turn 3? Question mark? I think it's turn 3. So it should be next turn. Do I just accept all of the fucking corruption? I really shouldn't, huh? I really shouldn't. Well, it's gonna be a long day in hell before we break anything with that. Here we go! Suck and suck. That's a lot of health because we had a lot of corruption there. Oh, his stupid creature starts with 6 H stacks. That's not cool. That's annoying. That's really, really annoying, actually. What the fuck? Why does it do that? Why does it do that? So our inability to break anything is really what sets us apart right now. I want this to not exist anymore. Full damage. Another one. Wrong target. Just the wrong target. Buffs and debuffs and all. I had 4, brethren. I had 4, he started on 6. Do go on. It started with 25 H-stacks and put 25 Terror on one dude of my team. Wow. How to tell that Aethermancer doesn't want you to have a good time. Stop attacking that one! Ah! That's the wrong fucking target! I mean, I get to summon a shit ton of Kami here, that's fun. Why are you attacking that one? I don't get it. I do not fucking get it. 5 and 5. This one finally attacks the cat. Great. That doesn't do anything for me though. Doom, hit. Restore. Well, I guess we're gonna take the hits that we can. And then there's the wild hit. This does nothing. Yeah, this does nothing. Hits the cat. Okay, finally, we do get a right. We do get a correct hit. There it is. One down. And then this one once again decides, fuck it. Why not just tunnel the boss? Which I inherently don't want to do. Healing Brew is okay. Cleansing Flame is annoying, but fine. So I need my Cleansing Flame back to at least clear some of this. Yeah. And who's the other one? Aphid continuously just does not get corrupted, huh? Okay. Sure. Stop tunneling the fucking boss. Oh my god. This is so annoying. I just cannot get them to do the thing that I want them to do. Get rid of this thing. Stop it! Oh my god. I swear. We get a stagger. It's not the stagger that we want, but it is a stagger. Next yokai, that takes care of the cat. Okay, ads are done. None of that. Do we dissolve here? We don't have to dissolve, right? What's the... It's 5. Fine. Wind Lance. Another Wind Lance. For 56. Now we do double punches. That way eventually we'll break something. Yeah, there's Terror. Terror is cool and based and all. And who's getting touched? It doesn't matter who gets touched, we break the hand anyway. We just relic it. Break. Theoretically never needed to do that now that I think about it. Army. And now they only have one place to go. Attack, I guess? Normal attack? You really are immune to corruption. It's never you, Evan, yeah. You've just been dodging the fucking thing. Is it the wiggly tentacles? Is that what's doing it? Is that what's doing it? Cleansing flame! Purge the corruption. Whee! Never mind. This didn't suck quite as hard as I thought it would be. You can see that without the ability to target the hands there and only having the scroll, that's a bit bleak. However, punch. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And we got 2 shinies and the last monster that I never captured. In other words... Oh, interrupted the animation there, that's funny. We now get to buy the single last upgrade I have left to buy. And we're done. That's all meta. That's all meta progression. Not only is that all meta progression. Big crystal cool mask. Oh yeah. Ivy is adorable, by the way. But we are just kind of fucking done with everything. We're just done with everything. There's nothing left to upgrade. We have meta progressed as much as we can meta progress. Nothing here. Nothing left. So ether crystals are a bit nothing at the moment, right? Like we just have them. We can trade them in for gold if we find a froggy fountain. I will never not call it froggy fountain. I've had this conversation before. And then up. Nothing. Alright. Good run. Last but not least, we have a bunch of shift hunting to do, right? I want to get all the shifted creatures before like new stuff comes out. But... Whoop, main screen! Yeah, Soph, that would be the thing that we tackle next. You're absolutely right. I forgot this model does not move when I press these buttons. This is bad. Hold up. There we go. There we go. I'm switching back to normal Zoe for this. I'm switching back to normal Zoe for the end. Oh, that's big normal Zoe. Hold up. There we go. There we are. Humor one eventually, yes. But for today, that will be the end. That will be the end for today. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Aethermancer is really fucking good. I'm more used to the combat speed of it now. I still think there's a lot of things that aren't going great. I still don't like the time to kill. That's really, really suspect to me still. There is a lot of jank surrounding the way that the game plays out, but the basic ideas are all fucking solid, right? And as such, I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing the rest of early access develop and seeing how that runs. For now, where are we going? Let's see. Misty? We haven't rated Misty in a minute. Sure, let's go rate Misty. Siren already has a rate message prepared for you. Thank you, Siren. I appreciate that a lot. Everybody, I'm going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is a first look at the Menace demo. So turn-based tactics tomorrow. And I hope to see you there. Thank you all for being here today. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or evening, whatever it currently is, wherever you are. Enjoy your day. And until then, good night.